It has a really like. It's got a nice finish. It's smooth as hell. Feels like you just drinking straight up like caramel or something.
Dude, yeah, that smells amazing.
I tasted it, and it tastes good.
Ooh, it smells like a honey rum.
We were brought to you by.
Yeah, today's
What?
episode will be brought to you by.
Right? Alcoholism.
Oh, that's every episode.
Yeah, well.
There's
Well,
a
for
beer or two in every episode.
So what's going on, guys? Welcome to tonight's episode of Discount Gaming. Sorry that we missed today. Our plan was to stream really early on Tuesday.
Now we're only 48 hours late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had everything set up. We were ready to go.
Wow. Very
Um,
unprofessional.
Yeah, thanks.
One of those people that calls into the radio station with your radio still on in the background.
Can you play this song?
Right. But,
It is-
yeah, we were ready to go, and literally the second we hit stream, our internet went out completely. And then come to find out that the provider that we had decided to go out of business and not tell anybody.
Don't worry, guys. It took less than 24 hours. We had more internet.
Yeah. So,
Here you go, John.
motherfuckers.
So, we have to say thank you to two different people for that one. Hayden, aka Sasha, who shows up in the chat all the time, and our neighbor Rudy. They chipped in to help us get it
Yeah.
reactivated, and
Yeah, so thanks to them, we were able to actually turn around and get our internet back.
literally the next afternoon.
Yeah. Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday, we got everything back, so
And it's faster.
we'll see. We'll see how well it does on stream. Gaming, it does well enough. But we'll
It
see how
does
it does
pretty
stream.
well. My Destiny loads up pretty damn quick.
Again, gaming. Shut the fuck up.
You know how you can tell if it's better? It's not that much of a lag.
Yeah, but I have a force lag on it, remember?
That's true.
I don't remember.
We talk about this every single episode.
I always remember there's always either a 5 to 10 second lag.
And I don't read or speak Greek, Brandon, so you'll have to retell us what that is. I said that's good.
Sorry, I was randomly speaking Greek.
Nerd.
I can't even pronounce that.
Nice.
I'm like, hey, that's Bash's job. Well, not being
Yeah,
able
right.
to pronounce it.
Right. But yeah.
Actually,
so,
it's a foreign language. I might actually be able to pronounce it better than English.
Right, no shit. But so we are back. We are going to try to start doing our shows earlier. No promises though. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you know how plans go.
Well,
That's why we don't make plans.
our original plan on doing things early is it just allows more people to watch that
Yeah.
want to watch.
Right.
Because actually, following the stream of people who watch it, a lot of people watch it from the archive.
Yeah.
We get 8, 9 people in here, and then if you go and watch the views on the others,
Yeah, we have like 20 plus.
yeah, and it's
I think he would have put it on silent by now.
and I have seen some comments on older posts on Discounts Gaming Facebook page about asking us to do it a little earlier because they have to go to bed. I've had people personally that we know that watch ask us to do it earlier so they can watch it.
Yeah.
Don't have to do an afternoon show and a night show. When I
Right.
get out of work.
Right.
Here's the Today Show, and here's the Tonight's Show.
And this is what's happened in the last 30 minutes.
It's gonna be one of those things where it's like you have everybody else's stream,
I want to take this shot.
and we're the late show. We're like the Jimmy Kimmel of streaming, but good.
Well, I want to taste this now.
Ting, ting, ting.
Ting ting.
Yes, ting ting. And poor little ting ting.
That's
It's
not
actually
bad.
really good.
I thought so too.
It's gonna mix well with the ice cream.
So what's everybody been up to?
Destiny has consumed our lives.
And they're also making bets.
On what now?
How big and how much he weighs.
Oh,
Before, when I go to my next doctor's
Yeah.
appointment.
I was like, well, we're gonna find out on this episode, guys. All right. Oh,
Nice.
No, about what?
About the Wii one.
2, 4,
Did you hear about-
6, about 8 more
What,
episodes.
what are you at?
For what?
What's your bet?
I said 16
And 2.5 pounds. 16 inches and
and
2.5 pounds.
2.5 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's not right.
Why?
2.5 pounds is reasonable.
Right now at this where I'm at, yeah.
I was 8 pounds when I was born.
Well,
But he's not. She's still
I-
got
He's not every
3
2
months.
pounds though. That's what I'm saying.
no, right now.
You have to understand, dude. My daughter weighed almost 9 pounds when she was born, and my
So
son
why-
weighed almost 10.
So why is he only gonna weigh 2?
No, right now.
Oh.
Not
But what's
when
your
he's
bet?
born.
What's his bet though?
For right when she goes to her next doctor's
I'm
appointment.
like, you can't bet on right now. You.
I'm talking about when she goes to her next doctor's appointment. They're gonna
Oh.
weigh the baby
What are
and
you
do the
thinking?
length.
Delivery weight.
Delivery, I'm thinking 9 pounds 5 ounces,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for you.
and I'm
So you're
probably
taking
I'm gonna
over
say
under
about
on that?
21 inches long.
I'm gonna take over.
Yeah, I'm gonna take over on that too.
Yeah. I mean, look at that water baby head. That's half of it right there. at
I mean,
least.
No, the
From-
biggest problem for the kids were the shoulders.
I've compared the very first ultrasound that I got to the last one that I got.
But they double in weight the last 2-3 weeks or
Yeah.
something like that
Yeah.
too. huh?
Yeah.
It's not that he has a big head, or no, it's not that he has broad shoulders. It's the fact that he has a bigger head. So unlike his other kids, like Ollie and Pei, he's not really. I don't think he's gonna have the broad shoulders. I think he's just gonna have the big fucking.
So you think it's
Told
gonna,
you.
he's
That-
gonna be like an orange on a toothpick?
Pretty much.
You're not even gonna have to carry the body. You just cradle the head.
Yeah, like a wine glass.
Yeah.
No, but my bet, like when he's born, I say he's gonna weigh probably maybe 7.5 to 8.5 pounds.
I think you're trying to be optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to look at the bright side. Maybe he won't be as big
Yeah,
as the
no.
other one.
I mean, when you look at Peyton, who is 8 pounds 9 ounces, and Oliver, who is 9 pounds 8 ounces, and then my brother's daughter was 8 pounds 9 ounces. I mean,
I hope he takes after me because I was only 6 pounds 5 ounces.
No.
That's it.
Nope.
I was tiny.
I
Don't
was.
you have a sister? Or?
I have 7 sisters and 2 brothers.
Where's
So
where the
yes.
fuck is Snow White?
Or no, 5 sisters and 2
Hi-ho,
brothers.
hi-ho. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, you can't say that
Pause.
after she says 5 sisters.
But-
I know. Come on.
But my brother was a big baby too.
Your brother was what?
My brother, my youngest brother, he was a big baby. He was almost 10 pounds. And we thought
Who was who's the weight the most?
my youngest brother, he weighed 9 pounds, 14 ounces.
And you're trying to be optimistic.
She's trying.
You're fucking dumb.
My youngest
There's
brother
no
weighed 9
optimism.
pounds, 14. My middle brother, he weighed 8 pounds, 12 ounces. And I weighed 6 pounds, 5 ounces. And I was the tiniest. I was only 16 and a
And
half
she
inches
still is
long.
the tiniest.
Yeah, I'm the shortest. But
It's not saying much.
Oh, and my brother Shay weighed 9 pounds 11 ounces, 10 ounces, 10 ounces. I weighed 8 pounds 11 ounces, and I am the shortest in my family.
that's why his kids are bigger than him. Except his daughter. She's short.
So Peyton was born big, and then went. Everything went downhill.
You know what? I'm just gonna fucking shoot for the moon. 12 pounds.
No!
I'm thinking a good 10 and a quarter.
You think so?
I still
Yeah.
think we're gonna end up with twins, and we just don't know it.
No!
Yeah, but like I keep telling you, that's not medically possible.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
They
every
would've seen
time,
something, I don't know.
every time
No.
I've gone in and they've done an ultrasound, like I ask them every time I go in, I'm like, "Are you sure there are not 2?" And my poor, like the lady who does my ultrasound, that's the first thing she does when she looks at my belly. She goes, "Miss Ware, there are not 2 babies in there. I promise you, he is just huge." I was like, "Don't tell me that. Don't."
I'd
tell
rather
me
have
that."
2 than 1 big.
Jesus, no.
Question:
No, either
would
way,
you
right.
rather have 2
Yeah.
4-pound 8 ounce babies or 1 9 pound or 10 pound baby?
2 4.5 pound babies.
And And then you're gonna have one kid playing tricks on you constantly, or well, both of the kids playing
Yeah.
tricks on you constantly.
Yeah.
Be the
Like,
Weasley
privileged-
twins from Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding. He's Fred.
Jesus.
Nerd.
And I'm like, I don't get that reference.
But no, they're taking bets on who's gonna be like. I say he's gonna be Tiny because when I went in last time, he wasn't measured or up to weight to where he was supposed to be. He was under the weight that he was supposed to be, and he was under the length that he was supposed to be.
Yep.
And so that's why, like, yeah, I can feel that he's grown, but I don't think that he's gonna be that big.
I think. How far along are you?
I'll be 27 weeks Sunday.
27 weeks. So you're probably what, 7 months?
Yeah, pretty much
Right,
almost
so
6.5.
you still have plenty of time to gain weight here. I might up my bet a little.
But so far throughout the pregnancy, I've only gained 15 pounds. That's it.
I gained the rest of it.
From the hot Cheetos and
I know, nobody ever asked Bash how the pregnancy's treating him, right?
Right.
Selfish.
I don't care. All you have to know is I put that in there. When?
nobody wants to hear that.
Oh, please.
Next.
It's a secret.
Next.
I didn't hear you complaining what was happening. What does that get yelled at while she's in labor? You weren't doing this when we were making it.
She's gonna fuck you up and be like, I was the entire time.
I'd be like, oh, that's the morphine button. Click, unpull. Pull the morphine out. No morphine.
Just wrong in so many ways in that sentence.
Right. She's jamming on the button. Nothing is happening.
Oh, that light's turning on and off though.
Right. That's cool.
And then all I see is like 12 fucking doctors running. Are you okay? I'm trying to get the fucking morphine. You son of a bitch. He turned off my morphine. It doesn't work.
We're gonna have to bring like the whole setup in there and fucking string your childbirth.
Oh my god.
No.
Today's episode is brought to you by.
Right.
Brought to you by Ashley screaming in agony pain.
We're all
Well-
in masks and gowns.
I know,
and,
come
like,
on, Ash, let's
sanitized.
wrap this up. We're running a little long.
The stream's only supposed to be an hour and a half. 14 hours later.
Right.
I don't know if.
That'd be the shortest one.
Oh my god.
That'd be the shortest length of labor.
What?
14 hours that I've, any out of the 3 kids that I've got.
I don't know. I can't remember the shortest one.
Peyton was 19 and a half hours. Ollie was 49 hours.
My mom was only in labor with me for like.
Yeah, I don't understand those 49 hours. I'm
Yeah.
like, I saw your face. I was
I
like,
don't-
that's how I feel about it.
I went like this because they knew he was stuck. That was the problem. His shoulders had gotten stuck because he has really big shoulders, like really wide shoulders. And he got stuck, and they knew he was stuck. And they're like, oh no, well, she can push, she can push, she can push. And finally, like, she's running a fever and developing an infection. We have to go do a C-section 46 hours later.
God damn.
It's like, what?
So
It's like, I'm
everybody,
sorry,
welcome to
after
Discount
10 hours,
Gaming.
after
Right.
10 hours, you see the head, but the shoulders are stuck. I think it's time to go pull him out another way.
God damn.
Just the fact that they had to push him back scares me.
Yeah, what's that like?
Right, they're just like.
Hold on, I got this.
Right. You push back in. Hold that.
Push my ass at the same time. All right, on 3. You gotta get real low and.
It's
Jesus.
gonna feel weird. We're gonna be about elbow length in you.
That's yeah.
But my mom, she was only in labor with me for like
Damn.
8.5 to 9 hours.
Brendan said my mom was in labor all day the 26th, but didn't give birth until the next day early in the morning.
Damn. His birthday's this month, right?
What month are we in?
July.
July.
Well, don't call me out on his birthday like that.
Well,
I'm sorry, buddy.
I consider Brandon a friend, but I don't know his birthday yet. We don't know each other that well.
I probably should know it. I guess I forget.
Yeah, you should. I barely remember mine, so
I don't even know John's. I don't even
September.
know yours.
it's September, sometime.
Another-
Yours is the fourth,
September.
right?
September,
March, no, Aries.
right?
Okay, March. Well, I don't know that, Brandon. Now I do. And
Yeah,
now
I was
it's
thinking-
actually, you know what? Now
It's
it's going in my calendar.
My brother's birthday.
Because this is how I
Wait.
remember everyone's birthday.
By putting it down on your calendar?
Yup.
Message Blue what day? Because my brother's birthday's in March too.
March
And I-
27th.
Well,
he just
I
said
mean,
that.
it's on the chat.
What? No.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
March 27th.
yeah, that's right. Never mind.
What the fuck? I'm magically reading Blue's text from my computer screen. So I came up with 2 more questions with
Okay.
everything going on. First one. You and your company released a bad game. Would you try to fix it and redeem your company, or would you let the game flop and take the backlash?
Well, okay, so my company is a well-known, respectable company, and we just put out a fucking bomb.
Pretty much.
I think I'd take the hit and just be like, come on, guys, like, you know, we can make this better, but we'd have to follow it up with something better.
Okay, EA.
Yeah, because that's basically what most of the big companies really do. They're like, we're gonna release this Monster Truck Rally 4x4,
See,
but
this question's directed because
for
of No
the-
Man's Sky.
for the
Yeah.
for what?
No Man's Sky?
Yeah, so
The catastrophe that was that
so,
game?
Yeah, so a couple years out, there was a game that came out called No Man's Sky.
Who released that?
A very small company.
Hello Games. And they built all this hype. When the game came out, it flopped. It had like not even half of what they promised.
So
And
by
it
that
was,
point, there's
it
no
was
way.
nigh unplayable because every time you would spawn in, you would glitch through the wall and fall
Yeah.
somewhere.
So
How
then-
did they release it throughout? Like they tested it and that was happening, and they still released it.
Yeah, well, they were kind of forced to because Sony was like, "Look, we already gave you a 6-week extension."
Oh, they
so-
should have backed out on them.
But then, like in the background, they pretty much rebuilt everything, fixed everything, and then put out a big patch. And now it's considered one of the best games, in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I read a lot on that. Did you know there are 56 quintillion planets to explore on that game? And it would take one player 450 million years to complete each objective on the planet.
Makes
on every
sense.
planet in the game.
They were just going and doing one objective on every planet.
Yeah.
That's the point. Each planet has its own main objective, and to complete every single one of them, it would take you like 400 million
What game
years
is
or
this?
some shit like that.
No Man's Sky.
No man's-
Yeah, and unless you specifically join a teammate in the
Can
lobby,
you bring it up?
Hmm?
Can you bring it up? Can we show it or not?
I don't know. I'm gonna see why not. Let's see if.
EA
We didn't monitor it too.
freaking Hayden was like EA with Battlefront and Anthem.
I mean, that's gonna like what
But they
CSR
did
does
manage
is
to
like
fix Anthem.
every season or every update that I have to do for CSR, it fucks up real bad for the first couple of days, like to the point where it's pretty much unplayable. And then like on the third day, they'll give you a whole bunch of free stuff.
Oh,
Like
really?
here's your 5-star, like 5 purple star rarity card for free, and it's something that like you really have to work to get. But it's like we know we've been fucking you over for the last 3 days.
So there you go.
Yeah, they'll throw little shit like that at you, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and that's specifically why I said EA, because the first thing that popped in my head was the first remake of Battlefront, and then Anthem, the flop it was when it got dropped too. They were all flops.
Did you hear about the Twitter hack?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
millions of accounts got hacked.
Yeah,
and
mostly
fake
celebrities.
posts.
Like they did, like Obama and Elon Musk.
And they did Joe Biden. It
They
was
were in there
about
for
the Bitcoin.
hours.
Yeah,
They took over for hours on Saturday.
Yeah, it was a Bitcoin hack.
Yeah, so they had people sending them tens of thousands of dollars
Jesus.
because they were supposedly gonna give them twice the value of their Bitcoin or some bullshit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they went through all these different like celebrities, like, and you follow these people and you know, oh, that's definitely this guy, and nobody noticed it for the longest time.
Yeah, it took until yesterday to finally
Something like
notice
that,
it.
yeah. It took them.
I think it was when someone did it from Joe Biden's account. It finally picked up steam, and everyone's like, "Wait a minute."
But they didn't go after Trump's account.
I
That's
guess-
good.
So this is the trailer for No Man's Sky. Keep in mind that we do not own any rights for any of this. And it is not playing on here.
It might be a copyright thing.
Maybe.
All right, well maybe it's a good thing we didn't play that then.
Yeah, it's not even going through. Interesting.
Anyway, if you haven't heard of No Man's Sky, it's apparently one of the greatest games now. But when it came out,
So how long did it take them to release like the patch and all that?
6-7 months, right?
Oh fuck that! Man, I'd
But-
be hella pissed.
Well, it
Well, and
Again,
it was
they
that
took a-
anticipated. People were like, they got it first
Oh.
day it came out.
Yeah.
Like lined up.
So like people had pre-ordered this like from the day it was available to pre-order, and sales fucking skyrocketed when the game came out, and the game was in such piss poor shape that Sony, Amazon, Best Buy, all major retailers, like they got letters from their corporate office like, look, if somebody comes in to return it, don't even question it, just give them their money back.
Wow.
Yeah, and this went on for months.
I think we've talked about this before, or maybe not this specific game, but we've talked about what happens when a game flops, like for like GameStop and stuff, because they have to pre-order, they have to buy them.
Yeah.
Like, do they lose money too, or
Oh,
are
yeah.
they the ones that lose the most money?
Yeah, because you figure, so like Sony's the one that released the game, so all these retailers have to buy copies from Sony.
Yeah.
Those are paid for.
Right. So
So
Sony got paid.
Yeah, so at this point, like GameStop, it is the property of GameStop. They sell all these, and then they come back. They're just losing money hand over fist. If they're lucky, then people just return it and get store credit and get something else.
Do you know there's a like did whoever released it like offer like compensation for
They did.
People
Yeah.
returning the game? Oh, at
yeah.
least.
if they found out you had purchased the game and took it back, then what they did is when you first put in the game, they gave you had to log in with your email and password, create an account. If you created an account on the game and took the game back and got your money back because it sucked, they would send that email address a digital code to rebuy the game when the patch came out.
So they still didn't do anything for like GameStop or whatever
Oh,
place was
probably
selling the
not.
game.
No,
right?
no, because you
That's
figure
kind of fucked up for them.
not really, because you figure.
Well, yeah, they did get paid already.
Yeah, but you figure they made the game and Sony paid them. So then when the game sold, they got a cut of that, but Sony got most of it because it was released under Sony's banner. And then it just trickled
So
down.
who takes the biggest
But-
loss at all that?
The retailers,
Yeah.
definitely.
But Hello Games the guy had literally told Sony, this game isn't done yet.
Yeah,
The-
like we
and
need,
Sony just kept pushing.
Yeah, and they were like, we need like a minimum 6-month extension, and they were like, no, you can have 6 weeks.
I mean, that's a lot to ask for, though.
It is, but you figure
Quality over.
yeah.
Yeah, but Sony's not gonna care. They have a million games. Well, not a million games, but they have a whole bunch of games that are gonna get released that are gonna be, top-rated games. They're
True,
still.
but it was one of those things. It's like if the CEO of Sony comes to your door and says, "Hey, we want to put your game on the front cover," that's putting faith in a company in and of itself.
See, but that's what I'm saying. As the company themselves, they should have been like, "Whoa!" They came to us instead to have this done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But if you hear the story of No Man's Sky and like Hello Games, the guy sold when Sony came and knocked and said, "We will publish this game, but we need it done in this amount of time." The guy sold his house, bought an office building, moved everything into an office building, and him and his entire team lived in the office building, working
Yeah.
day and night.
And then like halfway through it, because the company's based in the UK.
Now, how many developers were? Or,
Three.
it was
It was
only
three
three guys
No,
programming,
No, 9.
9?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, 9.
Yeah, the entire team consisted of.
and
9.
that was the entire company basically at
Yeah.
that point.
And then they brought in more people to bring them up to 15. But to make matters harder, halfway through development, the UK was flooded due to rains. So they went into their office and they found all their shit, just there. Luckily, they didn't lose any data. But, they still had to like rebuild their office to where they could actually work in it.
That's crazy.
And
But
yes,
yeah.
Hayden, how many times Cyberpunk has
Yeah,
been delayed?
yeah.
But that is like a gold gem to this company, and like
What,
See,
Cyberpunk?
okay,
Yeah.
so Cyberpunk 2077 was originally released or announced rather in 2007. Originally, this was supposed to be the crown jewel of PS3 and Xbox 360, and they built up a bunch of hype, and then it just kind of faded out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they brought it back, built up a bunch of hype, and it faded. And like this has just been going on for years. And now, from 2007 to now, like we finally have a release date, quote unquote, for November 17th. And that was after being pushed back from September. And it's one of those things. It's like, you know, I want to play the game. I love just the whole cyberpunk theme. But
I told him I'm not gonna buy it until I see it in Play Store. Like until I see that it's going to
Yeah.
be there, I'm not gonna get my hopes
well,
up about
like
it.
like in the PlayStation market, they already have the pre-order screen up. But I told Bash the same thing. It's like until the game is physically launched, I'm not gonna buy it.
Oh yeah, we know. Hayden, it was supposed to be this month, and now it's not until November.
November 17th.
Just like
So what's
Destiny.
And then
so long?
Destiny was supposed to drop at the end of August, and now they've pushed it all the way to November 10th.
Yeah.
Why'd they push that one off?
That was due to staff members at Bungie getting sick.
Yeah. So I mean that one is
So our season pass
Understandable.
that we just got last night is now extended for another 3 months.
Yeah.
Hoping
For
that-
free.
And then the other question: name a game where the sequel was better. Wow, I spelled that all kinds of wrong. Was better than the original.
Battlefront 2.
Bitwar,
I cannot tell you
Need for Speed,
how much better Battlefront 2 was than
I would-
Battlefront 1.
Midnight Club.
I would have
Yeah.
to say Resident Evil.
See, but okay,
Which one?
yeah, and
That's
not
the
only that, but
question.
like, all right. So
Well-
at what point
But-
were the sequels good until it got bad?
But
That would be-
but that's it. It has to be a direct sequel. So like
so one
I don't consider Need for Speed sequels. Just like I don't consider.
Street Fighter 2 would probably be the ultimate. Takes that one.
What do you mean?
Street Fighter 2, like, I mean, there's been plenty of Street Fighters since then.
Oh yeah.
But they're all basically based on Street Fighter 2. Like when they did the original Street Fighter wasn't.
Yeah. So.
Like,
And
every game was based on that.
yeah, and that's a really good point because the original Street Fighter for the NES was a side scroller. It was a side scroller beat 'em up game, and then they released Street Fighter 2, which was a fighting game, like two completely different platforms.
I disagree with you, Hayden. I really enjoyed Sons of Liberty. I didn't enjoy Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid 3 versus 2.
Mm.
I enjoyed Sons of Liberty. Snake Eater was just it was alright.
Well, like I enjoyed Resident Evil. Like 1 and 2, I hated. 3 was okay. 4, it was, it got better.
Yeah.
And then 5, it just went to shit. And then once they came out with 6 and 7, it's just like the story just went from being shit again.
Metal
to,
Gear Solid, fuck yeah.
Yeah. But that's
I'm sorry, Hayden. I mean, Metal Gear Solid 3 just wasn't that fun.
that's the thing is like I'm waiting for somebody to watch this and be like, oh, Call of Duty 3 to Call of Duty 4. I don't consider those sequels. Like, yeah, the storyline might progress, but I don't consider it a sequel.
No, I would because when you go throughout all the Call of Duties, you pick up. Well, you jump through like history and stuff too, because eventually you go into the future, and that's when you have like mechs and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you have the skins, the suits. Like so, it is the same game, but that's like saying all racing games are the same. It's a first-person shooter. They're all going to be similar in some ways.
True, but I'm talking like story-wise. Like, if you go through the Call of Duty games, like, there for a while, like, they were consistent. Like,
Okay, so
like
that, yeah, that might be a good
this
way of
chapter,
looking at
this
it.
chapter. And then the next one was like way the fuck over here, and then this one was way the
Right.
fuck over there, and then this one's coming. And it's
Right.
like,
So then, like, one that tells a continuous story.
Yeah.
Basically.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, Resident Evil 6.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or, well, the Resident Evil series, like trilogy, like the fucking
The
whatever
series.
sequel, whatever.
Yeah,
But-
seriously.
I say Xenoverse 2 was a good one too. Xenoverse 1 was great. Don't get me wrong. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 was fantastic. But Xenoverse 2 just they took the original first one, kept everything basically the same, added a shit ton more stuff, more costumes, more everything, and just batted it right back out of the park.
Right on. I was a big fan of the BioShock series.
And I'll say Destiny 2 as well. I did not care for Destiny 1 at all. I thought it was boring.
I like Destiny 1, but anytime I buy a game for $60, I go through and I can beat it in 2.5 hours. Like the
Dang.
main storyline.
That's pretty much how Destiny 1 was for me. As I bought it, I beat it, and then I was like, okay, nothing to do. You know, there wasn't really much like fire teams and shit like
Yeah.
that stuff in that one. And then Taken King came out, the DLC, which was another $60. I was like,
Yeah.
trash.
I will say probably one of the best sequels that I ever played was Infamous 1 and 2.
The best combo.
Yeah, Infamous 1 and 2, those games were just fantastic.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
good.
they released like the other two, and they just followed the story.
I like the Force Unleashed 1 and 2 storyline too.
Yeah,
That was a good
Yeah.
sequel that came through. I mean, the Force Unleashed 1 was fantastic, and then number 2 came out, and I had, you know, it was basically the same as the first one, except further expansion of the storyline.
yeah.
Have we done the worst video game based on like a movie? You know how I think Nintendo would do it the most. Like whenever Disney dropped a movie, like there was a Cars game, there was a Ratatouille game.
The Lion King, dude, the Lion King game for Super
yeah.
Nintendo was so hard.
And the Aladdin one.
It was
Dude,
challenging.
Dude,
For
they
Super
were
Nintendo and Sega Genesis.
What was challenging about it?
oh my god,
Everything.
a whole fucking
There's
game.
okay, so like in Aladdin, there's a part when you go through the Cave of Wonders, you do everything there, you finish the boss, and you have to race out on a magic carpet. Well, you're racing through this giant cavern, being chased by a wall of lava. The problem is that they pushed the Super Nintendo like as hard as it would go, as far as like frames per second. So your screen is moving faster than any other game that you've ever seen, other than maybe Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's moving as fast.
How long ago was this?
1993, I think.
93.
Yeah, and I mean,
So it was really blowing people's minds. Just 'cause-
yeah, because nobody had ever seen a game that fast. Because it was to the point it was moving faster than Sonic the Hedgehog,
What?
and this level was like a good like 10-12 minutes.
What the?
And
hell?
it like you were just going through and you had to fucking like go over stalactites.
Did you play
stalagmites.
that in '93?
Yeah, I beat that one. I beat the Lion King,
So then you were what, 11, 12?
something like that.
So but you haven't played it since.
Fuck no.
So it might just be this huge building you saw when you were little, and it's actually 2 stories, right?
See, and like I've thought about it.
You think if you went back now, you would probably kill it, no problem.
See,
I don't know.
I want to
'cause
think that. I want to think that, but
No, they would probably get
For-
mad, and then like they get to it,
Psych
they
themselves
die,
out.
and then John would be like, "Nope, fuck it,
no,
no,
because I'm one of those like I will play it until I beat it.
Yeah, no. One game I really want to go back and play is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for Super Nintendo. That game was hard as fuck too,
Yeah.
especially the Megazord fight.
Never played
But when I was like 8 or 9 playing this game, that game was the hardest thing ever, and now I think I could go back and probably get through it pretty
See,
quickly.
it's like for Aladdin,
I've
Oh.
never played the Simba game,
the what?
the Lion King Simba one. I've
Oh.
never played it.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
play
Like
any of
it
those.
like
was
the
hard.
only level that gives me hesitation is the fucking the lava level. In the Lion King, the only
The
one
what?
in Aladdin is the lava one where you have to get out on the magic
I
carpet.
think Lion King my
What,
least
why is he
favorite
running
part,
from lava?
because you know how he grabs the lantern and has to leave the mouth.
When he goes into the
Cave of
sand dune that's shaped like
When's the last time you saw Aladdin?
Oh, fuck, okay, I thought we were still talking about Lion King, and I was
No.
like, when the fuck did Simba run into a volcano? I'm just saying.
No.
no,
Oh.
when Aladdin ran into
Okay,
the
yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah,
That
it's-
makes more sense.
So it's the lava level on Aladdin, and the Lion King. It's not impossible, and it's not even that hard once you figure the pattern with the monkey level, because there's a level where you slide in on the back of an elephant, and you get caught by monkeys, and you have to learn the pattern on which ones to jump to and how
Uh-huh.
to trigger them and stuff. to get you to the other side. And like I've seen people stuck on that level for literally days because they can't figure out like the
And
mechanics.
keep in mind, this is back before saves, so it was either beat it, turn it off, go to bed, and have to restart the next
Yeah.
fucking day.
I appreciated that about games.
Yeah. So like either one of those games, if you died or if you just stopped,
That was it.
started the game. So
Yeah. But I think the worst movie game I've ever played.
wait. Are we doing games based
Games
on
that were
movies?
based on
Yeah.
a
Or
movie.
movies
Yeah.
based on games?
No, because movies based on games would be like we've done that, Street Fighter.
But games
Need for
based
Speed.
on movies.
But yeah, games that were just made like, and that was the only example I could think of because I mean, other than like what 007 games.
GoldenEye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what other games like that did they do for other movies? Because I know it was a bunch of Disney movies. They did
Yeah.
all those.
You know
And
what's
definitely
Street Fighter the
007.
movie, the game.
Street Fighter. Well, okay.
I'm not even
I'm
joking.
just fucking with
Street
it.
Fighter the movie, the game.
Was Jean-Claude Van Damme in that one?
He played Guile.
I remember
Fuck you,
that
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
one.
But Will Ferrell wasn't in it though, right?
Thank God.
I don't even think Will Ferrell was old enough to act in that movie.
Hey, if we're lucky, Will Ferrell won't be around any longer anyway.
But like Street Fighters around that time weren't the greatest. Like if you were playing like Street Fighter 2, great. Street Fighter like all
But-
the iterations.
Okay, so
Hayden
explain
said
to me what
Flash
the
Kick.
fucking. Which one?
Flash kick.
What was it? Street Fighter the movie, the game?
No, Street Fighter the game, the movie.
Okay.
Or something like anyways.
Street Fighter the
it was
movie, the game.
it was the Street Fighter fighting game, but it was done like Mortal Kombat, where the actors had to do motion capture for the game.
Was that the first time they did motion capture?
Yeah.
So was Mortal Kombat the first one to do?
Yes.
Okay. In all games or just fighting games?
In fighting games, I definitely know of.
'Cause
In-
when did they change over for like Madden and stuff?
I don't know. I think it was in 2006, something like that.
That's when they first started like using real people.
Probably. Because
'Cause-
you figure like PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4.
I guess how long has that technology just been around?
Oh shit.
Mortal
Kombat came
out in what, 85?
the first?
No, 95.
I can't remember what movie
think-
the game was based off of,
Phonic Boom.
but it. Remember on the old Nintendo 64 where you had the gray controllers, the little round ones with the purple
That was
buttons,
Super Nintendo.
or the Super
Yeah,
Nintendo?
yeah.
Remember that hunting game that you had to shoot the fucking ducks and the deer?
Duck Hunt. Oh no.
It was based on
Isn't
a
it like
country.
Big Game? Isn't it Big Game? Or the
I
one
don't-
that you pull the rifles out of the side of the arcade game?
I don't remember, but I remember it was based off like an old country movie that it was a really long time ago.
No Country for Old Men.
Well, they wouldn't know everything that I say.
So
Talk about country, they're like, you're
no,
Really?
no. It's just your references to such. It's just like I've never heard of that.
well,
So real quick, the original Mortal Kombat
big hunt.
released in October of 1992.
What was that? I'm sorry.
October of 1992 was the original Mortal Kombat release
And they were the first ones.
to do motion capture.
So how long did it take them to develop that game?
Probably a pretty long time.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Let's see.
Did you just snort over there? I heard it on the.
Okay, so the first video game to use true motion capture technology was Arcade Fighter Virtual Fighter 2 in 1994. So that was the first to use true motion capture. Apparently the difference is like this was done in like a full 3D setting. Like Tekken almost. It's Tekken before Tekken. Whereas Mortal Kombat was them recording these people and then basically taking that animation and putting it in the game.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the people you see as the characters, like those were the actual people.
Right.
So
I would think my least favorite movie made into a game, and it's because I hated the movie and I wish it never existed, Dragon Ball Evolution, the video game.
What was wrong with the game though? I mean, that sounds like it'd be like
It
the
is
other Dragon Ball
exactly
game.
like the movie.
Oh.
Trash. It was literally, they took Dragon Ball Z Budokai, which is one of the best
You
Dragon Ball
lost
Z
me at
games.
Dragon Ball.
It was one of the best Dragon Ball Z games of its time, and they literally just painted the characters as the characters from the Dragon Ball Evolution movie and threw it in. I was like, here you go. Yes, Hayden, there is a Dragon Ball Evolution video game, and it's called Dragon Ball Evolution, the game, Budokai Edition.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can actually play the trailer from fucking Street Fighter. Nope, still not doing it. Nope. Oh,
This guy knows some moves.
right? Damn.
And since Dragon Ball
feel like I
Evolution
should
was
go on
just
that side.
trash. What, on this side?
Yeah.
Here, let me try it like this, maybe.
If I spoke with Phil, but I wanted all to go this.
There we go. There we go. And again, we don't own any of this. And again, we don't own any of this. Oh.
That's funny. I heard you say it, then I heard it on his phone, then I heard on my mic coming from his phone.
Nice.
My headphone.
This game and this.
Does anybody need
fucking
anything
hurt
from
my
the kitchen?
soul.
Yeah, see if you could pull up the trailer for Dragon Ball Evolution, the movie, the game. Show it to Hayden. Well, Hayden, Cam's getting on, so we're gonna go ahead and get you guys through the whole Umbriel quest. It's not hard, doesn't take too long. Maybe an hour of our time.
Alright, so what now?
Dragon Ball Evolution, the game.
Oh. Nope, not you.
Here you go, Hayden. Again, we don't own the rights to this, and I would not ever claim to own the rights to this. You should be ashamed of yourself if you own the rights to this.
No, 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 no.
Alright, this thing's on.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
So it's a 3D fighter?
Yep. Based on, and uses the same, it was literally Budokai Tenkaichi. Its engine, and they just slapped the evolution characters into it.
Who is Fulong?
He wasn't even in the movie, so we don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen Goku do that move.
Did I mention there's little to no key usage in this too?
I noticed that. It's like like you have your key bars. Wow, that is like a really low res. Wow. That kind of hurts the soul.
Oh, and then he goes, phew, somehow I won. It's freaking Goku!
Your hate for that just amazes me.
I hate that more than I hate Will Ferrell. But Will Ferrell's a close second. Oh, I'm sorry. It goes Dragon Ball Evolution, and then Avatar, the wannabe airbender by M. Night Shyamalan.
I did not like the game.
What?
The Avatar game?
It was an Avatar game?
I think so.
Pretty sure there was a Last Airbender game.
Yeah, I think
For
so.
I think it was for PS3.
He's like, wait a second, let me go look. I think they made one.
But when I tell you there was little to no key usage in that game, you had key bars. But I watched Team 4-Star play the game, and his Kamehameha wave was literally the Hadouken. It was just a little blue ball that left his hands.
So there was one dropped on the Game Boy Advanced.
Yeah, that's the one that I played. I did not like it.
To be fair,
It's the Game Boy
it's
Advance.
it's the Game Boy Advance.
Nothing about that movie was done well. Alright, we're gonna take this shot real quick, guys. Shot break.
Do we have to?
We can drink yours.
He
I
just
thought you were a
asked
pirate.
if anybody needed anything from the kitchen.
Can I get my tea,
I did
please?
ask.
It's right there on
I
the
got it.
stove.
But I'm not in the kitchen anymore.
Hey, one of you kids watching, bring me my tea.
I'll take one of mine, please.
It's actually not watching.
I'm already over here.
Yours is in here. Somewhere. Maybe.
Alright, while we're there, let's
Yeah, it's-
rearrange and put me on that side.
It's over there. It's behind blue.
Can I sit over there?
I mean, I don't see why not.
We'll have to move the camera.
Yeah, that was the only thing I was wondering about.
What is it?
You want to
Rearranging.
take a rare break for us?
Rearranging?
Blue wants to sit over here.
Yeah, I just don't want. all
Or
the
do you want me
smoke
to
go-
turn?
No, I just because I was gonna smoke a cigarette, but I don't want it to all blow this way.
It'll actually go that way.
You think so?
Yeah,
'cause
because
the
the
fan-
fan blows. this
Yeah,
way.
if you were to sit here, it's just gonna blow right into her face.
Yeah, you're good.
He's like, I don't want to be disrespectful.
I guess.
We
Yeah.
did not get John his drink.
Maybe
It
this
falls
time
in
you
the
won't
shot.
hit him in the head.
Whatever. Oh man, that was funny. What the fuck did I throw at you?
The lighter.
And then it quit working right after that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
bouncing off that edge, shit.
It bounced.
Clink,
Hey,
clink.
you're leaving us? Really? Pansy. Boo.
Alright, come on.
Let's do it.
Clink,
Cling,
clink.
cling.
I'm not.
So yeah, that gameplay looked horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
For both of them.
And that came out in what year?
Which one? The Dragon Ball?
The whichever one that you were showing?
Let's see. Uh, 2009, March.
Yep.
2009. No, there was. They definitely had plenty of time to figure out how to make a game by then.
March of 2009. Okay, keep in mind that Tekken 3 came out in March of 1997,
You got that, Bash? You
And-
keep it in your mind?
and Tekken 3 was a fucking amazing game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, shit, Tekken 5 came out in 2004. So we had the technology.
We're building the $1 million
It was just a
man.
money grab by
Yeah.
Dimps. And they want to know why Dimps went under.
Well, see, that's what I assumed, that like every game that was based on a movie was just gonna be a money grab and a bad game. I didn't think you would find any of them challenging. I was more surprised by your answer.
Yeah,
finding a difficult game.
the Disney ones were definitely challenging.
Since I played the Ratatouille
Finding
game with my
Nemo was
son,
really hard.
Which one?
The Finding Nemo game? I think there is a Finding Nemo. I'm pretty sure it was Finding Nemo.
Let's see. Oh wow, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
something came out today about
What was
fucking Ellen
that?
DeGeneres too.
What's up?
Something came out today about Ellen DeGeneres. That they were, that former employees were saying they were working in a toxic environment. I didn't read the whole story. I just saw the headline.
Interesting. Alright, so this is supposed to be a list. Oh, it doesn't show it. Okay. So the best games based on movies, at least according to this.
The best games based on movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here. That's
Who
actually-
created this list?
Well, that one was a YouTube video. This one is done by Digital Trends,
Oh, okay.
and they're actually pretty respectable.
Yeah, I was like, I've heard of them.
Yeah. So, Alien Isolation.
Oh, those are good ass games.
They
though.
are good games. Yeah, Predator's a good game.
Yeah.
I'll spend all day on those at like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park was a good game.
Yeah,
Star Wars Jedi: The Fallen Order.
Okay, again. Yeah, I guess I forgot to think about those ones.
See Jurassic World Evolution. Middle Earth, the Shadow of War.
Did you ever play any of those?
No. The only one that I played was one of the newer ones, like Shadow of Mordor or some shit like that. I have it on the PlayStation.
Was there a lot of walking involved?
It's kind of like playing like Skyrim or something like that with the Lord of the Rings twist to it. I actually really enjoyed the game. GoldenEye 007.
Yeah, see, that was a good game.
Yeah. John Wick Hex.
I think what's funny now is when that game first came out, everybody complained that it was a first-person shooter.
Which one?
GoldenEye. I remember people complaining about that.
I never heard anybody complain about it.
Yeah, when it first came out, because it was one of the first ones to incorporate this first-person shooter. Everybody was used to seeing a character.
Actually, I would dare to go as far as to say that GoldenEye defined first-person shooters.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think it's funny now because I remember back when it came out, people complained about it, but now that's really the only way you can play.
Yeah. I would have to say a close second to that would be like Perfect Dark on the 64, only because it would allow you to jump in and play against AI opponents, where GoldenEye wouldn't.
I never played GoldenEye.
You never played
I
GoldenEye?
saw a lot of it, but I don't remember playing it. I think it came out, my brother was playing it, and I just watched him play it a lot.
Dude, I loved that game. Like,
It was so
there
good.
was,
And you had to ban the Hatter guy, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he was completely banned from
So,
multiplayer. You were never like if you had your friends over playing him, you could not be the hat thrower.
yeah.
That was against the rules.
Yeah, because if you had him and then you had the golden gun, everything was just a one-shot, one-kill. Everything.
Because the golden gun kills on one shot, and then if he has his ability to throw his hat and it hits you, it kills you instantly.
But
As well.
that game was so much fun.
So if you got with your group of friends and someone picked him, you all decided to team up and
Yeah.
kill him.
So the next one is John Wick.
These are
That's a recent one. I haven't played it yet though.
Which one?
John Wick.
That's gotta be good,
I haven't
though.
played that one yet.
Yeah.
Did Keanu do the voice for that one, actually?
As far as I know, he did.
That's cool.
That's probably what
Um,
got them to let him do Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. That was a fucking amazing game.
That's a fun number, right?
Mad Max. Never played it. But I figure like that's one like you really can't fuck that up. Friday the 13th, the game. Blair Witch. No.
I wonder what
interest.
Friday the 13th the game would be like. Do you play
So-
as Jason or do you play as somebody trying to survive?
Both. So you have a team of people playing as the campers and somebody playing Jason. And you have certain abilities with Jason, and the object is to kill the campers. But the campers have a lot of tools. Like they can either like find a car and get out of the area, or like there's a bunch of things that they can do to win against you. They even found a way to kill Jason, but there's like a long, lengthy process you have to go through to
Well, it
do
didn't
something.
take 12 movies to kind of kill him for nothing.
Yeah.
after we're done with like talking about the games, there are some questions that I wrote down the other day
Oh, nice.
that
I'll
I
throw
want
one
to
out
ask.
there.
Go for it.
What's something that everyone in the world looks stupid doing, but everyone does it anyways?
I feel like this is a riddle, not a question.
it is in a riddle format.
Like, what's something that everybody in the world does, but they look absolutely stupid doing it?
Jumping jacks.
You know, they do look stupid doing it.
What would your answer be? You've had these questions. You better have your answer already.
I would have to say sleeping.
Sleeping? No, because, like, kids don't look silly when they're asleep. They look peaceful and calm, and you're like, oh,
And you
thank
don't
God.
No,
want to
they
strangle
don't.
them.
Huh?
Like, Vi turns into a fucking kung fu warrior when she
Well, yeah,
sleeps.
Mike rolls around the floor.
Yeah. And some of the faces that people make with their fucking face smashed against the pillow.
I think waking up more. People will always
Yeah,
look funny
yeah.
waking up.
Yeah.
I would probably.
You're all out of sorts, like sleep marks on the side of your face, drool dried.
I would probably have to say driving.
Driving.
Like
How do
driving,
you drive?
like no, like some people, the face, like the faces and the way that they drive. Like there are some people that I know, and I know there's a lot more people in the world that do it, that they get a handle and they'll super glue it to the steering wheel, but so they only have to use one hand to
Well, those
drive
are
and
usually
turn.
like the wheelchair accessible vans and stuff.
Not necessarily, no. And
I
then
don't think
like,
I've ever seen.
Those are actually illegal.
huh?
Those are actually illegal.
I've seen some people do it, and I've also seen people who drive with one hand on the wheel and then like their left leg or their right leg up on the.
Yeah,
Door.
I've seen that out through the
That-
window. I'm like, how
Yeah.
do you drive with a
That
leg out the
irritates
window?
me so much.
That's a good one.
Probably the best part about watching people, like, if you're driving down the road and you just randomly look over, is catching somebody picking their nose.
That or
That's-
running.
That's always the
What
best.
I always think is funny when people are turning. People tend to lean that way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you leaning with
Okay.
your car, man?
Right?
Another one is
You're that kind of person playing a video game that turns the controller.
Yeah, exactly. Or
It-
those people with the cell phones.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you were allowed to start a secret society, what would you like to start?
Like, what would our philosophy be?
Like, what
Basically, what would your theme and
would, what would your secret society be based on?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely Eyes Wide Shut.
Ooh, that's a crazy one. That's throwing that way out there.
I mean, or I could have asked, is cereal considered soup?
No. Well, okay.
You're fucking with people's emotions here, lady.
Because I'm like, what would you base that? What would you classify soup as? Because there's definitely soup that doesn't have any
Right? Like,
meat
is
in
it
it.
considered a drink?
Yeah, there's stuff to drink
I thought that
left
was
over.
broth.
There's also cold soups, so cold
Technically-
salad.
No. See, that's not okay.
If you linked it,
Gazpacho?
if you linked it as cold soup, then cereal would be that because
That's what I'm
cereal's
saying.
cold.
So what would make?
Next question. Next question.
This is gonna end
No,
up
no, no. Let's get into this. I feel like this needs to be explored. What would be something that wouldn't make cereal soup?
But wouldn't it just be a drink with chunky bits?
Isn't that soup?
Yeah.
Okay.
So soup would be a drink with chunky bits.
So what would cereal be?
A drink with chunky bits.
So they're the same.
You're wasting time with a spoon.
But then wouldn't that make a shake also a soup?
Mm,
Okay, scratch this whole question. What's
hey, Pandora doesn't go back in the box.
You opened Pandora's box with this question here.
what's considered very trashy in today's society, but is also known as something very classy?
What was that?
Like, what's something people do that's considered trashy, but people also consider it classy?
I would think like with this generation, probably like beards and tattoos.
Yeah, I could see that actually because it used to be.
Because a
considered-
big bushy beard, like back in the day,
Yeah.
you would be like, "Oh, look at this dude, he's on drugs."
He looks
Yeah.
raggedy, you know.
Now you see him, it's like,
Honestly-
oh, he looks cool.
Yeah, that dude probably knows where to get some really good broccoli pizza.
Right?
I have an answer, but I'm not saying it on
Probably.
Internet.
Well, at least in my opinion, gossip.
gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for classy people, or like for, I guess, rich people, it's like, oh, this person knows everybody and everything.
That's
But at the
considered
same
a good
time,
one.
it's like all they do is talk shit about people. Like, I don't know. That's me. Though. I'm not one to gossip about people.
Okay,
Oh.
this is gonna be a good one. What's the
Okay.
weirdest thing you have seen in someone else's home?
Where do you come up with this shit?
I get when I'm just this is what I do when I lay in the room by myself.
What is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in somebody else's house?
the grossest thing we consider the weirdest thing?
Yeah, let's go with that. I'm trying to think of something weird that I've seen.
The grossest thing I've ever seen is someone not flushing their toilets.
Like at all, ever?
Yeah, they would flush it like once a day.
That's not right
Yeah.
at all.
So it would just keep filling
Ooh.
up, and then they would flush it once every
Oh,
day
that's not
to
okay.
save
That-
water.
I can't ask this other question because this would open the fucking Pandora box
Okay,
again.
let's do that.
Yeah, we're
Now you
halfway
definitely have
there.
to ask
Okay.
this question.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
Nut butter.
I think there is a peanut butter that's
yeah,
nut butter.
yeah.
Nutty butter.
Nut grease.
Okay. What movie would be greatly improved if it was made into a musical?
Titanic.
Oh God!
Titanic technically, no, I don't know.
No, it's
I don't know.
not.
Titanic's not a musical at all.
Yeah, it might as well be though. Like, I like it.
But what would be the like big final number for Titanic though? That'd be kind of sad.
I bet you the final. I think that the final song, if they actually turned it into a musical, would probably be the end where
Something
she's
about drowning.
where she's sitting there holding on the jacket. She's like, "Well, my heart will go on with or without you, anyways."
Well, that's kind of fucked up to hear if you're Leonardo DiCaprio and you're just dying. Like, what do you mean your heart's gonna go up? I fucking shut down on the goddamn by myself.
I found a door for you.
Oh.
Right?
And that door could hold both of us.
If life were a video game, what would some of the cheat codes be?
What would you want? Like, ooh, instantly? There definitely have to be a money cheat.
I'd love to be able to punch a tree and it turned into money.
Like, oh, okay.
Like Mario, he punches the blocks, gets a gold
What?
coin.
Not. I would like to just.
Well, I mean, have
fingers
you
and
tried
money,
punching a tree to see if money falls out?
but- See,
If it
that's-
did, I'd be scared who was
See,
living in that tree.
That's why I've always thought those people that say money doesn't grow on trees. Technically, motherfucker, it does.
No, it doesn't. They don't use it anymore.
What do you think they make paper out of?
They don't use that anymore for dollar bills.
What?
They
That
use-
was back in the day. They don't do that anymore.
No, it's
What do
It's
they
a
make
fiber compound. It's
Yeah.
like silk and some other bullshit now.
Yeah, it's a
Back
bunch.
in the day, it was printed on paper, yeah, but not anymore.
Yeah, now it's different
Well, actually,
fabrics. and-
now if you think about it, cash is going bye-bye. The government's trying
coins.
to siphon all the... No, they want to get rid of all cash. They want to do crypto only.
Man, what is it you're bashing all this conspiracy theory?
Sorry, no,
They're just getting
no.
rid of the penny.
Right.
They want a chip in all of us by the end of the week.
Oh no, after this is over, I've got something I'll discuss with you real good that I've been talking
my.
to John about.
Oh my.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
A cheek.
Okay.
Well, I don't want infinite life because I don't think that would work.
Like,
I would get
don't know.
miserable.
What?
Having infinite health, infinite life, not being able to
Yeah,
die.
no, I think I'd be okay with not being able to die. You just do a bunch of reckless shit.
I wouldn't want to live forever.
I wouldn't want to live forever, but I wouldn't want to.
If you got infinite life and you
Yeah, but if it's a cheat code, you can turn it off.
Right.
yeah, true.
All right, I'm gonna go rob this bank. Infinite life activated.
You get hit once, you duck behind the counter. All right, we're good.
Right.
Let's go.
Okay. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
Baseball.
Does anybody need anything from the kitchen?
No, I'm good.
No.
You sure? Your drink's still right over there.
That's not in the kitchen. Ash could just get it. Please.
Okay.
Baseball, definitely.
I think golf. Getting drunk and watching trying to hit the ball off the tee and smack
I-
everybody.
That would be pretty good as well.
Honestly, in general, the Olympics. Just in general.
Okay, no. You can't use the Olympics because the Olympics are an event.
It's a multiple set of sports.
That's why I said in general. I wasn't being specific because I was targeting all of them. Like the track.
No, you
the...
were just trying to word it so that you wouldn't be wrong.
Nope.
There's 2 lids on all of our drinks.
That's
I was
fine.
like, why does that look funny?
Because the lids got stuck together when I was pulling them out of the freaking, the vendor thing for it. I
Yeah.
couldn't get the other lid to come apart, so I just started sticking them on the drinks.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, they were all like that. I wasn't gonna sit there and do that to each lid.
So you're a mad scientist. What scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics weren't an issue?
Can I fuse my kids with my animal?
I would definitely go with the
Fucked up.
I would definitely go with the Chimera route, though. What was yours?
Chimera out, but humans and animals together.
Fucking Full Metal.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The worst character in the entire show. Everyone
Oh,
hated
that
him.
part made me so sad.
When they realize that it's the little girl. And
Yeah. I would have to say to advance and incorporate AI.
Yeah. Or eventually get into full.
So, but
fiction.
what would you want to do, though? Using that technology, what would you incorporate?
Everything.
But to do what? Like, you would want better eyes.
No. AI. Artificial intelligence.
Right. To do what?
Everything. To incorporate it into everything.
So you're going to make Skynet.
Or Wally.
Well, it sounds bad when you use words.
Or Wally. Where we all become fat and have to sit in a chair.
No. No, but like AI scares the shit out of so many people, but like just to incorporate it into everything.
It's already getting there.
It
But
is.
it's not there.
Yeah, no, I think we're there. Well, if you
Damn
think
near.
about drones, like if you think about all this stuff that the military can do, like without
I mean,
man,
even now, Japan and China have come out with freaking robotic AI girlfriends
Yeah.
that do everything a human girlfriend can do for
what
you.
were we just talking about? Well, not just talking about it, but that one thing that you can buy and your lover feels what you're doing or whatever. the
Yeah.
hell.
Well, there's that, but no, there are actual.
But I'm saying you throw that in a sex doll, it's basically recycled.
No, that's a thing. Like that's an actual thing. There's some company somewhere where they build basically cyborgs, and it's got just blank AI, and you have to train it. You have to teach it, and they can make these guys look, guys or girls, however you want them to create the perfect man or woman. Like that's a thing.
Well, I know what I'm doing if you die.
Oh, that's
Wow.
nice.
I'll just get one created just like you.
Because that's not creepy at all.
Next.
Okay, hold on. If, God forbid, anything happens and I go to your funeral and I come home in a couple weeks.
Well, I love how we've all killed Ashley in this
Yeah,
conversation.
well, he started this. And there's a cyborg version of you that walks out of that room, I'm killing with fire. And then I'm coming after you.
He's gonna be like, I swear to God, I was just at her fucking. Where? What?
I'm gonna look and be like, hey,
I
Ash.
have so
Ash?
many questions.
What?
Zombie!
Okay, so if you were transported 400 years in the past with no clothes or anything else, how would you prove to the people in the past that you were from the future?
Why did it have to be without clothes?
Well,
Well,
no
I mean, yeah,
belongings,
you could
so
show what you're wearing. That would show you from a different time, I guess.
I guess, and no belongings means you can't show them for sure. But
But even if you had belongings, it wouldn't make sense to somebody from
400 years ago would be 1600. Ugh.
Machine gun.
Honestly,
No.
the first thing
Apparently
that
no clothes and no belongings. So it's just.
Oh, so we're not taking anything back? at all?
So we
Yeah.
have to know how to build something or craft something from
That's
our
never
time.
been
Yeah,
crafted at that
knowledge-based.
point?
not even that.
And
You
for you and I especially, the tattoos would be a pretty close giveaway.
Yeah,
Well-
pretty. I'm about to
Yeah, but
say.
tattoos have been around a while.
Yeah, we've
See,
got
I'm like,
tattoos.
that's
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in
but
from
tattoos
Asia.
but tattoos like we have them,
Yeah?
that was not a thing in like
Like, look
the
up, like,
States.
feudal Asia, like, feudal Japan.
Yes, feudal Japan, but that was not the thing in the States. Like tattoos
Well,
weren't even a
technically, if we're
thing.
going back to the 1600s, we'd be long before the U.S. was settled, 100 years before
And,
the U.S.
yeah,
became
and Native
settled.
Americans did that. Native Americans had tattoos.
Indians did tattoos.
We'd be here when all the Indian tribes were running around.
But
Native
anyways, the
Americans.
first thing that I thought of when I actually wrote this would actually be the way that we talk in today's society compared to how they talked back then.
No, but then again, you'd run into that same problem because they wouldn't be speaking English, obviously.
And we wouldn't be speaking their language at all.
Well, what, yeah, 400
But
years
I'm
ago.
pretty sure, given everything we know,
What was going on for
We
years
could probably
ago?
make
What was going on in
firearms.
1620? Oh, because the Declaration of Independence is 1700,
1776.
so 100 years before that.
Yeah, that's what I said. By the time if we transferred this far back, it'd be 1620. That was before America became settled. We'd be stuck in America.
We'd probably be better off 400 years ago.
Right.
That depends. I'm a white boy running for my life from American Indians.
But they weren't scared of white people. They were scared of the people that showed up and started killing them.
That's true too.
Okay.
The 30-Year War. Yeah, like a lot of it is just settlements.
So what are the United States look like? So the area that we know now is the United States, I guess.
And what was it?
1620. Google's like, I have no answer for you assholes.
Yeah, that's when Jamestown was starting to fall.
Okay, so
Like,
we're already.
Yeah,
We're
London.
if it's Jamestown. We're already. We had buildings and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. 1620. That's when the
'Cause-
Mayflower left
yeah.
England.
In where?
That's when Christopher Columbus took the Mayflower.
Yeah,
It
that was
came over here.
pre-United States.
Yeah. Oh, so if we were teleported to the U.S. during that time, we could warn them that Christopher Columbus was going to show up and to just kill him right
No,
then
it'd
and
be
there.
too late by then.
No, because they
No.
left England in
Yeah.
1620. It would have taken it took them what, a year to settle to come over
To
here.
sail
If we got
across the seas.
Oh, what year did Columbus sail the ocean blue?
But if he came over here, we could
Yeah, I love how he just glassed over it.
Yeah. we could just tell the Native Americans, look, shoot that guy. As soon as he lands, kill him.
Be like, that guy? Fuck that guy.
And then curse him out in Italian.
Right?
If the world, or what would the world be like if it was filled with male and female copy versions of you?
Dead. This world would kill itself.
Very, very primal.
Oh, this other one would be funny.
I don't know. That's weird. That's primal how?
Because I
Elaborate.
like I like to fight. So if I go somewhere,
You'd be
and-
fighting all the other Johns.
or
To be
would
the
they be
ultimate-
fighting me?
It'd be the ultimate John. Find out who the ultimate John is.
There can only be one.
Yeah, you'd be the
It'd be
John.
like Highlander. It'd be
you'd be
like
the
male
John-ish
female
John.
Highlander.
Dude, could you imagine a female John walking up to you just...
Hideous. Hideous.
But yeah, but you said
Absolutely
I'll
hideous.
never hit a woman, so you just, a female
Oh,
version of yourself walks up and
okay.
just socks you right in the jaw.
But okay, but if that's my mentality,
How do I send this to your computer?
that I would never hit
Can I
a
send
woman.
you like an email?
Would another woman hit a woman?
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
Well, no, actually, but all the females would overrun the males. in a heartbeat.
If they were female versions of John, I want to say they'd be a bit aggressive.
A bit?
I can imagine their mood
Me with
swings.
hormones? A bit?
Technically, you do.
I mean, he has 3 of them.
You know what I mean, bitch.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If that would be all war with the women.
But he, like, his firm belief as
Either
a guy
way,
is
the-
never to hit a woman.
Either the way that
He'll
John is.
shake the shit out of one, but not hit him. So that means the women John will just overrun him.
Yeah.
No. That rule would definitely change.
What would be the best?
It would be too late. Because I'm pretty sure the female version would be like, he's going to change his mind
Yeah.
pretty quickly, so strike all at once before he has time.
So then the guys would kill themselves off because they would go
They
and
would-
kill all the women, and then it'd be a bunch of dudes like, so what do we do now?
Like video games?
But so-
Video games and then fade out in 40
Right.
years? I don't know. Hey, you two stop that. That's not what we're about.
What is wrong with you?
What would be the best, worst names for different types of businesses? Like dry cleaners, amusement parks. Like, what would be the best or the worst names that they could be changed to?
For a dry cleaning place, 12-hour, no. Well, what's like a normal,
No
like,
questions
I- I-
asked, dry cleaning.
No questions. No, that'd be a good name. I would definitely go to that place. I'm sorry, but how long does it normally take for stuff to dry clean?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I've never. That's why
I've
I
never dry cleaned my clothes.
I was gonna say whatever that is, then like times 2 would be the name of your place. Like if other people do it in 4 hours, you're like 8-hour dry cleaning. Like what?
Vomit Land.
Ooh.
Giant amusement park, but it's called Vomit
Everything's
Land.
gluten.
Vegan amusement park.
But they don't have nothing against.
What is it? Outback Vegan House?
Yeah. Yeah.
So many people would be disappointed.
Oh yeah, they would.
There'd be one really irate Australian man walking into one of those and just burn it down.
Yeah, we're.
Or it's called Vegan Steakhouse. Yeah, for vegans.
I would be so confused. Like, I would have to go just to figure out what the fuck is going on.
It's a vegan steak.
Doesn't that meat technically doesn't that make vegans more obsessed with meat than people that actually eat meat? Because they try to make all their food taste like meat.
Right?
They do, like the Impossible Offer.
Dude, that actually.
It actually
pretty
is fucking
good.
good.
Oh, really?
It does not. You don't
Yeah,
notice
you
the
cannot
difference
tell.
between the two.
But I think there was some controversy about that right when it first came out, that they weren't all actually vegetarian.
No, it's because they cooked it on the same grill as the regular.
Yeah,
Whoppers.
there was some bullshit about that.
Oh
It was
my
soaking
God.
up like the grease, so people were still bitching about it.
Jesus.
Yeah, you know
I
this.
have 3 more, and then I'm gonna.
Oh, we're loving this. I'm good.
Okay, so I think I've already done this one, but what would be the worst buy one get one free sale of all time?
Suicide pills.
So,
Wow.
buy one for a friend.
Right?
Buy one for you, you get one free.
The worst
Castration. Buy one get one free.
Second one, half off.
Bash, you're going with me.
Let's see.
Who do we know that has one nut? Oh.
They have an offer; it'll be perfect for you.
Do I have a deal for you, sir?
Right? I don't know. You're starting to make me question my life here. Actually. I really don't know. I really don't, because I'm sitting there trying to go through stuff, and it's like most things would be, okay.
Yeah, like shirts, vapes, phones. Like I'm thinking all these different objects.
Abortions.
Oh God, Jesus.
I would get one up.
But then, depends on how many mistresses you have. It could be a good deal.
But what if they both have to be redeemed at the same time?
Divorces. Buy one get one free.
See, again, that might not be bad.
Considering divorces cost like a shit ton of money depending on
Yeah.
the state of the divorce. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be waving that around in your wife's face. I still have this free divorce. I'm just saying. Do you have a free divorce? No, you don't.
You see
Right.
this coupon? It still works.
It's good for another 6 months.
Okay. What's the funniest name you've actually heard used in the real world?
The what?
Like, what's the funniest name what's the funniest name you've heard someone's name in the real world?
Blanket.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
See, like, I think it's funny because, like, with like, Spanish names, like, Mexican names and stuff, we have, like, Domingo, which is, like, Sunday. Like, so your name's fucking Sunday.
No, what is it? Folka?
Folk, well, yeah, but that's, like, more of an insult that way. It's not actually something that parents name their kid.
Yeah, but doesn't it mean seal?
Yeah, yeah.
You want a Folka?
And I'm like, but we have a seal in English.
Yeah. We have a couple of seals.
I don't know.
No, there's only one seal.
No.
He married Heidi Klum.
There's that one.
Somebody liked South Park so much they named their kid Hat, Mr. Hat.
No, Mr. Hat was Mr. Garrison's type.
Yeah, I know, but someone loved the show so much they named their kid after
Why-
Mr. Hat.
why did-
they
man,
named it Hat?
I
His
swear
name was
hospitals
Hat.
really need to like kind of crack down
No,
on this.
the worst one that I've heard,
Absolute.
no, is heart eye emoji. This kid who was born 2 years ago, his mother loves emojis so much. She literally named her kid 3 heart eye emojis, and that is on his birth certificate.
That can't be
It's
real.
heart eye emoji, heart eye emoji, heart eye emoji. It is a real thing.
a
You can
real
look it
thing.
up.
But I mean, like even Eli, even no fucking no, he still found a way around that though. I mean.
He did.
Yeah, huh?
He did.
But another name, I
Because
know.
on the hospital and the government wouldn't let it. California
Yeah, they wouldn't let
it.
it do it in California, so you had to just get it from a different state or
Yeah,
some
he
bullshit,
did.
right?
He filed the birth certificate through Texas.
Come on, Texas, you're making us look bad.
Uh,
Fucking Ted Cruz is bad enough, okay?
Abbott's not much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a name.
Leave to California.
Oh, but they let the heart emoji in California, but they wouldn't let Elon Musk.
Well, they
name
probably
his kid
changed it after fucking heart emoji, baby.
Well, and then
Probably.
there's a
that.
No shit. It's on their fucking birth certificate.
Does it say the words heart
No,
emoji, or
no,
it
it's
has
just
a
the
it's
heart
just
emoji.
the
It's
heart eye
actual
emoji.
What's the middle name?
There's not a middle name, but the last name is Rayner.
So that's what that kid's going by for the rest of his life.
Rayner.
Rayner.
Yeah.
That's not a bad bad
At
name to go
least,
by,
yeah.
at least.
Oh my god.
How long do you think it's gonna take that kid to be like, can you stop calling me fucking heart eye emoji, heart eye emoji, heart eye emoji?
Yeah. I say.
What is even a nickname for that kid?
Oh.
Emoji?
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 Emoji.
Emoji.
That's what I would go by. My name's Moji. Yeah, I know.
Don't ask.
You
It's
don't
better
wanna
than
know
my
my real
original.
name
It's
is,
my.
uh,
You don't want to know my real name. I would rather you make fun of Moji.
I got emancipated when I was 12 when I realized my mom named me heart eye emoji, heart eye emoji, heart eye emoji.
Fucking that kid comes home from school one day when they're like 10, be like, what the fuck was wrong with you?
And what the fuck's an emoji?
Oh no,
I
by that time,
wondered-
I'm sure.
No, he's not gonna know. That
Like,
shit's
it-
gonna be gone and dead by then.
It questions me like, what name is that kid gonna go by in school?
Moji. I'm almost 100%.
No, I would
Or
say the
Rainer.
last name for sure. In
Rainer.
school professional
Well, what are you gonna do,
situations,
like-
it'd be a last name.
The kid goes and fills out a job application and slides
Right?
into his.
But that's just it. The teacher's gonna be like, alright, now we're calling up.
Mr. Rayner. Mr. Rayner, your mom's an idiot.
Go to the office.
Tell your mom to be here at 5.
Okay.
Or no.
No, not at the school, in the
So what
parking
do you
lot
do
across
with
the
that-
street. I need to talk to this bitch.
What do you do as that kid's boss? Because like for me, if you slid me a job application, I'd be like,
What the fuck is this?
I'd be like,
Dude, how do you write your name, though?
Do you have
The
to draw the
three fucking
emojis,
heart.
or
3 times?
or would
I
you,
would put the heart X3.
I mean, it's bad enough, like, to name your kid heart eye emoji, but 3
3
times?
times?
How does that appear on your fucking social security card?
How does it feel on your driver's license?
I wonder what the
Questions.
people at the DMV are gonna do when this kid is able to drive. Like, you slide them your birth certificate, and all they see is
Yeah, they get pulled over. Alright, mister.
Raider.
Don't do it again.
Yeah.
We're
And,
sorry.
tell your mom to be here at 5.
We failed you. Here you go.
Right?
Dude, no, I think they would be
Or, like,
like,
trying to
that.
write them a
You
ticket.
walk into the DMV like, hey, I'm here to get my driver's license. It's like, oh, we've been waiting for you, fucker.
Yeah, right?
Come on.
But here's the thing.
Everyone wants to meet
So-
you. Tell your mom to be here at 5. by the
You
way.
know that when they take their birth certificate as the legal document anywhere, everyone's gonna think it's a fake document.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause it's gonna have the heart emoji across it.
No, I would let that shit fly through right quick, because ain't nobody that stupid.
And that's the thing. It's like if they, God forbid they ever do anything, and some cop has to write them a ticket, you know their little machine doesn't have fucking emojis in it. They will now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, but maybe at some point. And when are they going to change the keyboard into the fucking phone for these kids that don't know how to type? All they know how to do is use a phone. Nobody knows what a fucking keyboard looks like anymore?
I guess not.
No.
Okay. What would be the coolest animal you would scale up to the size of a horse?
The coolest animal. As big as a horse.
Like if you were to.
Alright, what kind of horse though? Clydesdale? I would
It-
say.
it
Those are
just-
the biggest horses, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, there's another one larger, but it's a German breed, and I don't know the name of those. But we'll just go with Clydesdales.
Yeah.
He has an answer.
I got the worst one, a
Let's go.
porcupine or a skunk.
Ooh.
Dude, imagine.
Ooh. If that thing sprays, it's going to a lot more
Yeah,
than
I'd rather fuck with Clydesdale skunk than Clydesdale porcupine. Fuck that. Imagine the needles on that bitch.
right? Fucking instant
'Cause-
impalement.
Those beetles scale up,
Yeah,
I'm
those
guessing.
things would be like that.
An animal?
Yeah. I think honestly, I would be terrified to see like a scorpion or like a king cobra or something.
Motherfucker.
Is that what you were gonna say?
No, that's why I specifically said animal. Because if she was like, animal, insect, whatever. Okay, but she said animal.
Oh,
Which, technically speaking, since
But anyway,
those are
like-
bugs and reptiles.
so I guess we're including all those.
Animal Kingdom. There you go.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I thought I was gonna plan with. Fuck. Oh, I was going with squirrel. Squirrels.
I don't know how.
Imagine a crackheaded Clydesdale.
Right? Or ferret?
Oh, wow. What would you do if you were walking one day and just came across
What would
a
yours be?
horse-sized raccoon?
Right? A fucking giant ass
Raccoons are
trash
violent
bag?
as fuck.
I
too.
think I would be terrified if what are they called? I can't think of it. Give me a second. I had a brain fart.
It's just I'll
Again.
talk amongst yourselves.
What about like a
What?
brown recluse?
Oh what?
Brown recluse?
Oh man.
Fuck that.
Yeah, see,
No.
you know what? I think
No.
I think I
You
would
see a
prefer.
black widow walking
I would
towards you.
prefer brown recluse bigger because then it's like, all right, avoid that bitch.
Right.
Because the way brown recluses are now, you don't even see those things coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no,
scarier that you can't see them.
They're
Yeah.
like yay big.
I was going to say a trapdoor spider, but those motherfuckers are pretty big as it is.
Dude,
Yeah.
trapdoor
I mean-
spider, fucked up taking
Yeah.
the kids to the park. Where's that?
Right? I mean, they eat birds as it is.
Mikey, where are you?
You just see fucking legs
Or like
sticking out.
fucking bees and hornets.
Ooh.
Oh,
Like a hornet would be bad, or a wasp.
fucking
The
yellow
fucking,
jacket.
What was it? The killer wasp or whatever?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What about those African ants?
What about like a bat? Scared of a
Fuck
giant
no.
fucking bat?
I would do those like the big ass mountain hogs that
The razor tusk?
yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. I couldn't
Fuck
think of
that.
it, but they're up in the
I don't
northern
have a strong enough
mountains.
handgun for this.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't go up that way.
That
Why?
or a
Just
fucking
don't
turkey.
fucking go up that way, man. They own the mountain. Just leave it alone.
Could you imagine, like, I'm not gonna lie, turkeys are already mean as is. Could you imagine a turkey as
It'll be a
about
hell
as
of a
big as a
Thanksgiving meal.
fucking
Hell of a
horse?
Thanksgiving.
That or a goose. Mm-mm.
I knew you were going to bring up the geese.
What about ostriches?
Ostriches are pretty much Clydesdale size already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not the length.
Then you have to give them another leg.
Or they would just be sitting there going,
Or another 2 legs.
their head would just be on the ground.
3-legged ostrich.
Right?
Oh,
Damn
but
it.
you could
That would be scary.
shrink down animals. What about a horse-sized giraffe?
I don't think I could take it
Tiny
serious.
Have you ever seen a giraffe drink water?
Mm.
It is hilarious.
They
I've
have,
seen them fight.
Oh yeah, that's funny too.
Yeah.
like,
They
when they
just-
drink water, they have to spread their front legs like
Yeah.
this, and then they have to bow
They're
down.
doing the splits in the front row.
Yeah, they do it in the lion.
Yeah, like
King,
we
and
until
that's
we reach
accurate.
those leaves up there, pretty easy. But this is
This is
fucking
fucking
difficult, man.
retarded.
And we're in Africa.
I
Like,
bet
we
you
need
they-
water more than fucking leaves.
I bet you they love it when it rains, because all you gotta do is go.
What about like a horse-sized koala?
A horse-sized koala.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or
Or a
what about like
sloth.
a Komodo dragon?
That thing would eat you.
That'd be pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Well, they're close to dinosaurs already, but
Yeah. Or like a poison tree frog.
A dart frog.
because anything that you can name in the fucking ocean, there's probably something that big already.
Oh yeah.
Like squid, no, there's squids
Yeah.
that are bigger than Clyde. They're
There,
jellyfish.
yeah,
they're
there are
jellyfish
jellyfish that are already that
yeah.
big.
Oh, I've only seen the really little ones.
No.
I don't know if I want to ask
Anything in
this
the ocean can
question.
be gigantic as fuck, huh? Giant clams, giant shrimp.
I'm not gonna ask this
Giant
one.
fish?
Which one?
No. Ask it.
Which body part do you wish you could detach and why?
Like if you could take off one piece of your body,
That one arm that you always sleep on.
but which arm though?
Well, like at night, like whichever arm you sleep on the most. You're like, I'm taking this one off so I don't wake up with that fucked up arm.
But what if
anymore.
it's? But what if it?
I know what you think is gonna happen, and it's almost there.
I'm not taking my dick off.
I would take my dick off just to slap people with it when they're done.
Think, bye.
Be like, you deserve this.
I think it's a point you're like, oh, John's gonna slap him with his dick.
Remember when I said I was gonna break my leg off in
Yep,
your
look,
ass?
he's making the move.
Right?
He slapped him with his dick.
It put a whole
Okay.
new meaning to that breaking my foot off in your ass.
Yeah.
Yoink.
Right.
What's the weirdest thing a guest
What if they
has
just
done?
attach their ass? Run
Or
away
you
with
can
your
say,
dick?
"I'm literally gonna shove my dick up your ass."
Pink.
I've never said that to anybody.
He has.
No, I have.
No, I have,
That's
bro.
wrong.
No.
That's wrong.
I say it to you all the damn time. She dropped the soap in the shower the other day. I said that. I said, alright, it's time to put my dick in your ass.
Okay, what's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house?
He, one time this guy stuck his dick in some girl's ass in my shower, apparently.
What?
Right?
Oh, cool, y'all are still alive.
We're asking very weird questions. So, Cam, if you could detach one body part from your body, what would it be? And why?
No. Start with the Clydesdale question.
Oh, yeah. If you could make one animal or one animal, insect, or reptile the size of a Clydesdale horse, which one would it be and why?
Now, as he's answering those, y'all, what's the weirdest thing a guest has done in your house?
Besides fucking my baby mama?
Your stories go deep with them, real quick. I think you should vet some of these things you say.
Well, some of these questions that I have, like, I'm very hesitant to ask. Like, there's one that's so stupid, I'm surprised I even wrote that one down.
Oh,
And
I'll
I'm
do
not
that
even-
one next.
No, you have to ask that.
I want the stupid one.
Okay, so
Hang on.
one time I did have a house guest shit on my couch.
What?
And we
Oh,
threw that
did you?
couch away that night.
A Cam said Komodo dragon for rideability.
Hey, see? Telling you, Komodo dragons, man.
Alright, and what body part would you detach
Oh,
and
this
why?
Oh, so the guy taking a shit, apparently he was taking some stuff, like he was on pills, and he was super drunk. And he showed up at our house because we were kind of having a party or whatever.
Mhm.
And these two girls got into like a competition to see like which one of them could. They were doing fucking what the hell's that shit called? It was before P90X, like the one Insanity. So they were watching an Insanity video, and they're like working out. They're doing push-ups like face to face and stuff. And all of a sudden, there's this real strong, pungent fucking odor in the house, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" And yeah, no, sure enough, dude had sharted like through his pants onto the white couch that he was laying on.
Wow.
Please tell me it's not the
Wow.
white couch in there.
No,
That's
it was
impressive. That's impressive.
oh, it was bad. I was like, how did he take his pants off then take his shit? Because
Right.
the math didn't make sense. That was
I
pretty bad.
really don't have a lot of house guests.
Yeah, I think I had fewer after that.
I feel like this one would go towards a lot of Monster Hunter creatures.
Wow.
What?
I had a coworker tell me that he let a different coworker live in his extra room. He left unexpectedly, and it turns out that he was wiping his boogers on the wall next to his bed.
That's Vinny. Hi, Vinny. I didn't even know you were
Hey,
here.
Vinny.
I'd have to go with detach my right arm. I have a tendency to fall asleep on it.
Hey, thank you. I'm 2 for 2 so far.
Okay. What?
Welcome back, Vinny. It's good to have you, bud.
Why is he not popping up on my phone?
Because he's on Twitch.
Oh.
He has the all chat pulled up.
What
We need to
mythical
be able to put that on
creature?
the phone.
What mythical creature would improve the world if it existed?
Dragons.
What mythical?
No,
Dragons.
I don't think that would improve.
No, it definitely would. It'd wipe out more than half the human race, and that would definitely improve the planet.
Or, I mean, to find a parking spot, yeah.
To cut
Could
down
you
on
imagine?
pollution, cut down on.
Fucking Vinny. Cthulhu.
No, we're all dead. Humanity's gone. Cool.
No, if dragons or dinosaurs, like even
Dinosaurs ain't mythical.
made a comeback,
Well,
Like-
it depends on what religion you are.
just imagine trying to find a parking spot when their shit is the same size as one of our cars.
Or we
Quite
just teach
literally.
them not to shit in parking lots.
Cam said, "Yep, dragons." See, it'd be hell for a while, but eventually we'd coexist.
No, because then John would get one of the itty bitty baby dragons, teach him to shoot fireballs at people, and say, "Kill that person."
I'm really
What
surprised
did
that
he
you
say?
guys cannot
Or
watch
which
Game of
pantheon you
Thrones.
follow.
Or which pen?
What?
Game of Thrones, I'm surprised you guys couldn't get into that.
I got into it till about season 3. That's it.
See, it's season 4, I think, is when it gets, like...
Isn't that the Red Wedding in season 4?
I don't know what happened in season 3 that you remember. I don't know my seasons and episodes, but
They killed off.
that entire show is really good. though.
They killed off one of the characters. I
And
really.
the
Well,
only
that's
reason I
like
even know
pretty
about
much
the
every
Red Wedding
episode.
is because South Park did an episode called The Red Wedding, and it was based on.
Yeah,
Game
and
of
they go
Thrones.
to see R. Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be.
I would have to say either sirens or gorgons.
Okay, so why
Oh.
the Gorgon?
Mind flares.
No, not my. No.
Mind flares would be epic.
Hey, you had your answer.
Well, gorgons because like they don't really go out. It's like you have to be hunting to find a gorgon.
Okay.
But
Cam's gonna be like, "Fuck you and your mind flares."
it's one of those things where like if you're dumb enough to go look for a gorgon, kind of
But what was the question?
What mythical creature would improve the world if it existed?
See, I say
So
dragons.
I'm like, you would assume that a bunch of stupid people would go after it.
Yes.
See, I have a feeling you would try to go after it.
Fuck no. I know the legend of gorgons.
Yeah, see, and I think you would think that going in, like, fuck that. I know it.
No, I would stay away because I know it.
You wouldn't take it as a challenge? Like, I could totally kill a Gorgon.
Oh, no, because you would have to assume, logically, that if gorgons exist,
Hey, so, alright, well,
then Mount
to branch off
Olympus-
of this one question real quick, though. So mythical creatures, which one would you totally not want to fuck with?
Mind flares. Yep. Nope.
Mind Flayers, Cthulhu,
No, you're not an ultimate.
Manticores.
I'm good not fucking with manticores.
Yeah, I would fuck with a Manticore.
What would you do to a Minotaur?
Run.
Because most likely it's gonna bitch slap
You're
me
not
out
gonna
of the
outrun
universe.
4 legs.
They walk on 2, get your mythology right. But no.
What? Minotaur? Why do
Minotaur.
they... Oh, yeah, that's true. What am I thinking?
I don't know.
The fucking half horse, half man guy.
The centaurs?
Yeah, there we go. Fucking A.
Centaur is okay. I'm not
Hey,
that.
so I'm not gonna
afraid
argue
of-
with you if you're gonna be right.
When you say minotaurs, I mean,
No.
I my mind goes straight to those big hulking
Yeah,
motherfuckers,
yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
fucking horns and fucking
Yeah.
legs.
Centaurs, okay, at least centaurs have the capacity to be civil.
So
They have
you would
capacity.
reason.
Huh?
You would reason with
Yeah.
the human half, hopefully?
Yeah.
What if the human half's on the other side?
I like Cam's answer too.
What?
Non-negative before positive elves.
I could see elves. They would improve society greatly.
True, but by logic, then there would be high elves, there would be drow, there would be
That's
fucking
like
wood
saying.
elves.
That's like saying goblins. Like, why the?
I would rather have elves than a horde of goblins.
I mean,
Oh,
you
damn
could. I
it.
mean, you would have. If you actually wanted to, I'm sure you could send off goblins to go, go kill and. I'm not gonna say the rest on camera.
No,
But-
That's where you draw the line?
Right?
like you know what? I would much rather take my chances with mind flayers than goblins, because at least I know mind flayers. I'm dead no matter what I do. Goblins, it might keep and torture your ass forever.
Okay. What part of a kid's movie completely scarred you for life?
Oh, I've talked about this before. I think The Sandlot, when they chew the tobacco and then they all throw up on each other, made me never want to fucking try cigarettes or chew tobacco. And I didn't for like the longest time, so I was like 19, 20. That shit, I was like, that looks fucking horrible. Why do people do that?
Cam, yeah, fuck my flavor.
It scarred me.
And are we talking about like kids movies specifically, or is it like any movie you saw while you were a child? Because I saw
Movies when you
like the
child.
Outer Limits movie when I was a kid,
Yeah, kid.
and Event Horizon. I was a kid. Event Horizon was a fucked movie.
Basically, like children's movies and movies you've seen when you were. a
So
kid.
pretty much any movie.
Yeah.
Pretty
Movie you
much.
saw when your kid that
Okay,
fucked you up.
if that's the case,
Mine was
would
Hellraiser.
Mine, oh, yikes.
My dad showed me Hellraiser when I was 6.
Yikes.
See, that's I could think of stuff like that too.
I would have to say Warlock.
Warlock was a really good one.
Yeah.
It was a great movie, but there's a scene where the Warlock goes up to the dad because he's like, "What the fuck are you doing in my house?" And he walks over and he leans in like he's gonna kiss him, and it looks like it until he steps back and he spits the guy's tongue into the frying pan. I was like, "Nope, some guy randomly shows up in my house. Oh look, I need to go do something else." Like that part fucked me up.
Mine would probably have to be The Ring.
The what?
The Ring.
The Ring.
I seen that
okay.
movie when I was the first time I seen it. I was 5, and
Make
it
sure to maintain eye contact the
Right.
entire way.
and after I seen it the first time, it made me terrified of wells. I will not go to a well.
See, fortunately, she was only in like the 1800s where that'd be a bigger
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when they like
I've actually got a better one.
that and ships, I will not go on a boat.
Why? Because of which movie? If you say Ghost Ship, I'm gonna lose my shit. Have you ever seen Ghost Ship?
Yeah.
That movie's fucked up.
Yeah,
The beginning
The
is what makes it
well,
fucked
yes.
up.
That entire movie is still good though. But
Yeah.
the beginning of that movie is like,
oh my god.
they just murdered like 80 people in that opening scene.
And it was
Yep.
epic.
Yeah.
It was an epic death scene for that
The-
entire
the
show.
Well,
first-
so anyways, weapons?
The first time I ever
Uh.
saw that scene, my brother was watching it, and I walked through, and I like, okay, they're dancing and whatever, and then I just heard my brother go, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "What?" I walked back into the room, and everybody said, I was like, seconds. It was seconds. What the fuck happened? So he rewinded it
Yeah, and it
and
takes,
played it again, and I was like, "Oh
it
my
takes a
god!"
half a second for errors.
No, the for the boats, it's still from the movie The Ring, where like she, even though like the girl who moved into the house, she looks back at the videotape, and when she looks back at it, the young woman that lived there before, she literally threw herself off the boat
13
while
Ghosts.
her
Yes.
That was a good movie too.
she threw herself off the ship while her daughter was still on the boat.
See, mine is still
And I
Hellraiser
couldn't.
and then Aliens. My dad had me watch both of those in the same night when I was 6 years old.
What was he doing to you?
Okay, so.
I thought I was old enough to watch Clerks.
Oh, the
So-
difference between Clerks
Yeah.
and Hellraiser?
So he was like, all right, so you think you're old enough to watch Clerks? I'm going to let you suffer through some other rated R movies first. And he pops in Hellraiser, and I remember this. For the longest time, I always looked around my room and like...
Fucking
Yeah,
chatter
what
out.
kind of fucked with me when I was younger
Anytime,
too was
that's one thing that pissed me off about my brother's hamsters. His fucking wheel always sounded like the chatterbox going, like.
Dark City.
Hmm?
Dark City? Yeah, that's what it was called. Dark City. Look it up. So, if I'm talking, if I have the right name, the basis of the story was like, there's like this
I
whole
think I know what
society
you're
that like, they're taking control of this world. Like they move
Yes.
cities around and
Oh,
shit
that
at
movie
night
was a
while
fucking
everybody's
trip.
asleep. They'll change who you are. Like one day you're a janitor,
Yep.
and the next day you're like the most important CEO, and that guy's now a janitor.
I remember that. That movie was
That movie's
fucking
fucked up. Like
awesome.
every time you go to sleep, something changed. Something was different. They would change parts of the cities. They would change
Yeah.
characters, and people started catching on to it. And that was the fucked up part because
Yeah.
you would see what was changing.
The one that got me was Arachnophobia.
Oh, I hated that.
Which one?
movie.
Arachnophobia.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
That gave me my fear of spiders.
Watching
until I
him
got
eat the
older.
first little bird.
Well, no. It wasn't even that. It's when they're hiking through the jungle and one falls on the sleeping bag and like buries himself in.
Yeah.
They go to bed that night. They wake up and the guy is just drained of all fluids. I saw that and I was like, yeah, fuck me. Just kill me now. And then it wasn't until like a couple of years later I was like, wait a minute, my foot is bigger than any spider I'm going to see. I'll just kill that motherfucker. And I did for a long. Spider dead instantly. But that movie
See,
fucked me
I'm
up
the
for a
complete
while.
opposite with spiders. If I see it, like in the corner of my room or something, I'll check it. I'll check its color, and I'm like, okay, you can stay there, Frank, but that's where you stay.
Okay.
No laying eggs in this year.
Hold on. I just realized that Vinny, this is the first time he's seen your haircut. Because he was like, I can't stop laughing at Bash and his boyish good looks.
Thank you, sir. I
Um,
also shaved. I cleaned up the color of all my hair. I forgot you hadn't seen me since we cut my hair. And it needs to get cut again. It's long.
yeah. If animals could talk, which animal do you think would be the
Okay.
rudest?
The rudest?
Yes.
What animal would be the rudest?
If they could talk, yes.
Oh, I thought it was the first time you had
Cats.
seen it.
Cats are
Oh,
assholes. just,
they are. Yeah.
Just behavioral.
Cats. They would be the rudest fucking animal on the planet. Could you imagine if our cats could talk at 4 in the morning when they're hungry and we're asleep?
What would be the funniest?
That's what they
Dogs.
cats.
Dogs?
No, fuck dogs. They would tell every little secret in the house.
That's what would be funny.
Yeah.
Did you know that my master masturbated in the bathroom?
I don't know why you always has a peanut butter jar.
Right.
Oh, buddy, do you need help?
Everyone's saying cats.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are. Did you hear that? We said cats and they fucking banged
Yeah.
on the door in there.
Yeah.
Assholes. They're telling us it's
You
feeding
come out
time.
here and have a serious talking to.
Mm-hmm. Be like, look, human, we need to talk.
We're tired of letting you live
See,
here.
they're yelling at us.
No. I think one of them did something to the window, and that's Cloud crying. Unless something happened.
See, assholes.
This is why we don't own cats.
I own 4 of them.
That's why smart people don't own cats.
If anything, cats would be like not only the rudest, they would be the tattletales. They would sit there and also be the funniest, but also talk back to you.
I have a feeling they'd be like that really annoying, like neighbor that's like your trash cans are 2 inches a little bit too close to the curb.
Yeah.
I think that's what cats would be.
Yeah. Cats would be the Karens
Right.
of the animal kingdom.
Man, I'm getting tired of the Karen jokes already. I think
Yeah.
that's already outran its life.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
Vi-
Cloud in the window. They were all at the door meowing, saying they're hungry.
Vinny,
All 4 of them were sitting at the door meowing.
And they all speak English? That's amazing.
right? And he said, check Discord.
Oh, okay.
What's invisible but you wish people could see?
Do you want that part again?
Like, what's something that's invisible but people wish that they could see?
They're bullshit.
I'm like that fucking guide wire that killed all those people in fucking ghost shit, man. Nobody saw that coming.
Oh, I'm not gonna ask this one because this one's like the cereal question.
Oh no, do this.
Is a hot dog considered a sandwich? Why or why not?
Okay, so
He's like, I've already got this one.
the only argument that I have against it not being a sandwich in its original form is because there are hot dog sandwiches. Like if it's in a hot
I'm
dog
on
bun, it's a
Discord.
fucking hot dog. But if you put
But-
it on hamburger buns and throw some chili beans on there with some onion, a little bit of cheese, that's a fucking sandwich.
But it's still
No, you're just using it's just like using bologna. It's just a different kind of fucking random meat product in your bread.
Okay, I'm on Discord.
What would you think?
I'm
okay.
checking
What's
each
the
page.
most ridiculous fact you know?
Oh, unless he sent it to me privately.
Charlie Chaplin once lost the Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest.
This is what he sent you.
Actually, he came in third.
Ah, where did you send that at? Because it's not in our.
It's our main chat.
I was just there. Oh, okay. He just sent it. Okay, yeah. Dang, man.
Oh, and monkeys are the only other animal
I'm
to
sorry.
fuck face to face.
You can ask her. I shave every day. I'm trying to grow facial hair. It is not working.
I haven't
Nothing.
shaved in 2 weeks.
Nothing I do works.
I shaved right before the.
I told him when we do the waxing strips, let me wax his
yeah.
face.
Speaking of, tomorrow we're going to Walmart. We're getting some stuff, and we're
So
getting
Tuesday.
waxing stuff.
Tuesday.
Why did you point towards your crotch when you said that?
I
Yeah.
You went like, and we're waxing stuff.
I said we're waxing stuff.
No,
No.
Okay, if I point towards my crotch, that doesn't need to be waxed. It's already clean.
Okay. Looks like a 12-year-old down there.
Okay. What's
So,
the?
hold on. On Tuesday, we're actually going to allow Ashley to wax one thing on each of us.
Yep.
Do we get to pick the?
Yes. Yeah, we get to pick.
Oh, I'm also pretty naturally hairless.
You know, you know what'd be funny?
I was
I
thinking
wouldn't be
armpit hair
surprised.
for all of us.
I wouldn't be surprised if John says wax my head.
See,
Okay, no.
because it wouldn't come back, right? Or will it? Or we have a fucked up
No,
like.
it will. It takes longer to
6
grow
to
back.
8 weeks.
But I've had Tori try to do that once, and no joke, she put a strip right here and almost like tore the skin off.
How about we do this? Who's watching right now?
Vinny, Cam, and Hayden.
There we go. Cameron's on the right track.
I'm not doing eyebrows.
Not the whole eyebrow, but we could do a part of the eyebrow.
I feel like it would be fair for everybody to get their legs waxed.
I mean, the thing about that is, though, like, I've had that done, so I'm not too worried about it.
But
Yeah.
how long has
See,
it?
what I'm thinking about.
Have
That
you?
looks like John
I'm
Shanks.
naturally hairless.
I guess you don't
No.
grow hair on your legs.
Yeah, no, I have hair on my legs.
It's just so
That's how-
invisible.
I just wear
See,
pants all the time.
like, look at my arms. That's what my legs look like.
I mean, we could do armpits.
That's what I was thinking. Armpits or eyebrows, because we all definitely have that.
Armpits works. It's gonna hurt.
I like how you kind of cringe when you say.
I want to say, let's leave it up to.
leave it up to the viewers.
Yeah,
I just don't
Well,
want my
you guys get to vote. Either,
We'll post it up on social media.
either armpit or.
You know what?
eyebrows.
I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page, and then like my personal Facebook page, and see what they say.
What's your vote?
Huh?
What's your vote? You get a vote. We don't.
You're the one that gets to freaking decide.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
eyebrow makes you look ridiculous,
But yeah, I was gonna say.
but the armpit's gonna hurt.
I think that they want us to do like the whole eyebrow.
Yeah, that's what they're.
But at the same time, I'm sitting here trying to find a goddamn job. Imagine walking into an interview with no fucking eyebrows.
Well, just shave
Walk
off
in
the other
and-
one.
And the manager's like, they're like, please,
All you gotta do is get a Sharpie mark and go there.
right?
I mean, I have stuff to draw on eyebrows. I can draw them on for you. Like,
So I'm thinking we could take a line out.
Chesticles. I have no chest hair. It wouldn't do anything.
he has chest hair. No, he does.
I don't.
I do.
And I asked him, I was like, can I wax that? He goes, no. I was like,
No,
why
because
not?
it's just gonna grow thicker. I like having little no body hair there.
But then you complain that you can't grow hair.
I want to grow facial hair, not the
Just
rest of
saying
my
it's
body
gonna take
hair.
8 weeks to grow back, and that's your excuse?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, once it grows back, it's 4 times thicker than
But
what.
what's 4 times 0? Still fucking 0.
No, that's the thing though, is, you know, she has these eyebrow razors that she uses to do her eyebrows, and one time she was bored and she just started shaving my chest with it. Fucking kid you not, when that shit grew back, it was suddenly, I can actually see it now. I'm like, really? No.
So
I don't want to do that.
But how many times do you go out in public, to a public place,
How many
take
times
your
does somebody
shirt off,
randomly
and be
shave
like,
your chest hair?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if you want,
I thought
you're
that was an
right,
awkward
'cause
statement
It's
as
better
well.
than the eyebrows. I will take my chest over the eyebrows.
That-
He's like, you can't mess with the moneymaker, man. Come on.
see, he's complaining because he doesn't want his chest waxed. But he's the one who also said you could wax the inside of my thighs.
Oh,
Yeah.
why would you
And-
volunteer that up, you
She's-
idiot?
I am perfectly okay with her doing the inside of my thigh, though.
Might as well get a paper cut in between your fucking...
Right here.
No, because what was it?
Oh, fuck
Oh,
that.
that gave me chills.
When
Or the happy trail.
He won't let me
Hey,
wax
I already
that
have
either.
when we were
Little arrow pointing down.
when we graduated high school, there was 4 of us that got dared to go and get a full-on bikini wax because we were all going to California to the beach. Don't ask me why they wanted to do this.
Probably
We
because
got dared
most
to
of
do
them are
it,
gonna
and the
wear
one who
Speedos.
could do the whole thing got $200. So 4 of us went in, and the other 3 chickened the fuck out after the first thigh was done. I sat there through the whole fucking thing. It hurt, but I made myself $200 fucking dollars.
But you gotta think that was like 10 to 12 years ago, and you
And now
haven't
all
had
that
it
hair
done,
is 4 times thicker.
and you haven't had it done since.
Yeah, no, like I said, you can do
So
the
either
inside
way,
thigh, that's fine.
He's still gonna cry like a little
Oh,
bitch.
it's gonna hurt.
I kind of want you to just because of the sounds that he's gonna make on the air.
Now I'm voting. We all pick different stuff for ourselves.
Yeah.
And
Everyone
he
can
does
see
that.
inside the thigh.
See, I don't have a whole lot of options.
It's like everyone's gonna
I
pre-shave.
see it's becoming a bad idea really, really fast.
Oh, you didn't realize this was a bad idea when we gave the reins to Ash?
Well, to be fair, it's
Surprisingly, no.
because
Ah.
we can't do the chicken suit and paintballs.
We also can't speak complete sentences without stopping.
Apparently. I'm stuttering. Or the happy trail. You know, I could live with the happy trail getting wax. That's fine. That's not gonna hurt that bad.
Yeah, but no.
That's all the hair.
But see, I wanted to
right
be
there.
in the room for that, and now I'm not gonna want to be
Yeah.
in the room for that.
Yeah.
It's just right here, right?
Okay,
No.
that hair is thicker than his chest hair.
Why are you
What
What
bitching?
hair? What hair?
As I blind everybody with my fucking
White.
neon
And he's
fluorescent.
complaining that it's not gonna grow back quick enough.
But like I said,
No, my
he
eyebrows
doesn't,
the only one I'm worried about. I don't
he
care.
doesn't go out in public and literally flash people and say, "Look at all
That's
this
true,
chest hair."
because even
Maybe
when
he
I go
does.
swimming, I swim with a shirt
Yeah,
on.
that's true. We don't know what he does in his off time.
That's true.
Because when I go swimming with a shirt on, no matter what. Because I burn too damn easy.
So what are you worried about?
You guys are
He's
making,
worried about crying like a little bitch.
you guys are
Wax his
making
ass
logical.
hair. Ah!
Who?
Again, we want to be there for it.
That we
I-
can't show on
I-
camera.
No.
Cameron, the
I think-
beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid.
Which one?
When I lifted my shirt up and it blinded everyone, the camera goes, the beacons are lit. I can't read that from here.
Take the shirt off, bring the dad bod out.
No. It is though.
I
Look
was
at
putting
this.
my shirt back on.
Look
Oh,
at this.
Look,
I
it's
gained more.
even blinded
I
on
gained.
camera.
I gained more weight than
Did
she
the
did
camera
through
flare
her
up?
pregnancy.
oh, dude.
Hold on. I need to see how white you look on camera.
You haven't seen it yet?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh my god! You
Yeah.
are radiant white.
I am. Look at that.
Jesus!
I'm very radiant on white. And
No,
no,
my
I don't
goodness.
Jesus
Stop doing
Christ.
that.
Is there?
Oh my god!
It's like a train wreck. I just can't look
I
away.
Honestly, I would be willing if you pointed your ass that way, away from the camera, and she did your ass hair. I would stand over here and laugh hysterically.
But I couldn't show that on camera.
I know it's not gonna be shown on camera. Just it'll be from the front.
You just yeah, it's like what they did
Yeah.
on that the B family when she waxed his ass.
She didn't wax his ass.
So,
She did.
So this story turned into just Ash. Bash
So-
getting his ass waxed, right? Sweet.
so no, his ass would be facing that way,
Yeah, yeah.
and he would be facing the camera, but you'd be behind him waxing his. Oh wow! That's,
Yeah, no, that's good stuff. That's
And
good
I
content.
guarantee
Yeah.
you know what I'm gonna do for lunch that day though? I'm gonna get like 6-bean burritos from Taco Bell, so that way when he wax and I fart, it's payback.
No, nope. Because I will give her a mask and gloves and be like, okay, when you do it, rip and run.
Which is what Bash is
It's
gonna do.
monetized.
How much to kick him in the half sack when he gets waxed?
Ooh,
No.
I like the way Vinny's thinking.
No.
Nope, we're not doing this again.
I thought the next time it was one of you two getting kicked.
No, I thought
No.
this was all gonna be about Bash.
I thought the
getting
next
hurt
time was
mostly.
we were getting hit with paintballs.
Well, yeah, see, but we can't make that happen. So
Yeah.
let's move on to the next thing. Come on, you're living in the past, man.
But okay, but would you getting kicked in a half sack be worse, or you getting your ass cracked waxed?
What's worse is the fact that he's gonna be standing there without pants on. I want to say.
No. He's not coming out pantsless.
Well, he's gonna get his ass waxed and have
You're still
his
gonna see
shorts
the
on.
background of the glow.
There's just a light hitting the back wall.
Is that moonlight? Yes.
Right.
Surprisingly.
Actually,
It's
you know
for
what?
charity.
Stand up right behind the table. I want no, just stand up right behind the table. I want to see
Look
something.
at Blue's ready to take
I feel like I should be on the other side of the table by now.
No, but look, if we put a blanket right in front of the
Yeah,
table,
we'll get some classy angles, man. You know?
That's not fair. Bash only takes half damage.
Or is it double?
Nope, it's
Well,
half.
I mean, if he gets kicked in the nuts for charity, then it's double. And you did say that you would let it happen again,
Yeah, that was like, what, 4 months ago?
but you did say it. So how much?
I'm not doing it this time. We're doing the waxing. I'm
But
not
we're
getting,
all getting whacked.
yeah, and I'm not getting the only one getting kicked in the nuts.
Why?
Why can't it be one of you guys that gets kicked in the nuts
That
this
could be
time?
your thing. That'll be your stick.
Right? No, because
You're the
neither
guy
one
that
of
gets
us said
kicked
that
in
we
the
get
nut.
kicked in the nuts and keep on trucking.
Nut.
I did that once. 2 shots for everyone. I like Cameron's idea.
Vinny said, just give him a number.
Maybe on Tuesday.
No, give him a number.
Maybe on Tuesday.
Give him a number.
I'm not giving him a number. I already
But I
said
don't
I
want to be
didn't
a
want to do
pirate.
it. No, I already said specifically I didn't want to do it.
I feel like we can twist this. In
Yeah,
some
I'm pretty
other
sure we
way.
can figure this out by Tuesday.
Okay, so not getting kicked in the nuts. What else would you?
Oh no, I'm totally down with the Bash getting his ass waxed thing though. So that's Bash's pick.
He's already doing it.
He's already been kicked in the nuts, and he still has a little one on the way. What's the worst that could happen?
That's sound logic.
Yeah, you can't argue with him if he's right.
Yeah, but I still don't want to get kicked in the nut again. I have a plan for it, and it needs to be undamaged.
Oh, you are far past that.
Obviously, it still functions.
Doesn't mean it's
And
not
Bash
damaged.
is looking at, Ash is looking at you like, what motherfucking plan? Because
Right.
no more. We're good. One and done. That's what I say.
See, there's this thing where you can get paid $30K for giving it up.
Well, there we go. We get you one more time, and you donate it, and you never have to worry about it again.
Are you gonna get like the metal implants, or so you sound like one of those things?
No, I'm not gonna get the
Right?
metal
Like the fucking
implants.
Benoit balls.
Oh, Bash is coming.
Right?
He's about an eighth of a measure away.
Right? I hear chimes. It
okay.
didn't work the first time. I feel like I should get a refund.
Last question.
To be fair, she was already pregnant the first time we did it. We just didn't know she was pregnant.
If someone asked to be your apprentice and learn all that you know, what would you teach them?
You're dumb. You are dumb.
Nah, I think you have more marketable skills than that. I'm like, you totally teach somebody how to build a house, probably.
Yeah.
Clank, clank. No, clack, clack. Why is it? It shows up there like
My
instantly.
marketable skills are napping and day drinking, so.
Playing CSR.
Right, yeah, no, I'm good at that.
Old PlayStation 1 game cheat codes.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, Vinny. So, were you in the stream earlier when we were talking about the delay for Destiny 2's new season?
Oh, I'm sure he knows.
Oh, and is the answer?
I know
any
he
of the
knows. I
questions?
just wanted his thoughts on it.
My competitive Pokemon battling.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what. Cameron is a hell of a competitive Pokemon battler. And
Ooh,
the
ask him
patience
that-
you have to
and
do the
the-
breeding shit, I don't
Oh,
get
I
it.
forgot he's watching this. So what would be was it one video game based on a movie that was horrible? Is that what we went
Yeah,
with originally?
one-
It was
yeah.
supposed to be a bad game.
Yeah, one video
based
game.
on a movie?
Yeah, based on a movie that was bad.
Vinny.
There was a
I'm
little
at
drama in my
Vinny.
plan about it.
I mean, we just got the season pass, so for us, that's a kind of a blessing because it extends the season a little more for us.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what if once they do like release it, it's still full of bugs, and you still have to wait for a patch for like another 3-4 months? What would they do to appease you then?
Well, I mean, thankfully Bungie's usually on the ball. Like they have dropped it a few times, but
Is that how it's pronounced? Bundy?
yeah, Bungie.
Oh,
Bungie.
I thought it. Never mind. Isn't there that other one? Bundai, the Bandai.
Bandai?
Bandai. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Vinny, if any advice on the Leviathan raid, greatly welcome.
You remember back when we first moved in, when we first started getting on the show? Remember
When
when I?
Dash waved at the mic.
Yeah. Remember when I told you that there
Now I
was
can do it, not look stupid because
That
Now we
there
just
was-
skip intros.
that there was a story about how a girl went to Walmart and got the magnesium citrate drink that I was trying to find and I could never find it.
Damn it.
I do not recall.
How I said that when she drank it, she wrote a whole story about it, how it was bad and she doesn't recommend it.
Okay.
For what?
I finally found the story.
Okay, let's do this.
I can read it, but
I say, how long
I say
is
we
it?
just share it to the Discord, or we share it to
No,
the
how long is it?
Instagram page.
it's not that long.
What do you think? 2-3 minutes of reading?
Probably.
Let's do it.
Okay. It says, what happens when you drink a 10-ounce magnesium citrate? I'm glad you asked. 12:05 p.m. It's time you shotgun a 10-ounce bottle like it's
I do
lukewarm,
remember this.
PBR, and you don't want
That's
to.
the stuff that makes you use Russian, right?
What?
No, it's the stuff that I have, like pregnant women have to drink.
Oh, that's
Yeah, the
that's
syrupy
Oh,
sugar
okay,
drink.
yeah. Alright,
And you don't want to be a scaredy cat in front of your older brother's friends. It's supposed to be a grape flavored, but it's becoming quite clear that whoever led the R&D team that day has never actually tasted anything grape in their life. You're already regretting this decision. 12:06. You deep throat a cupcake like you've been saving it for the apocalypse because let's face it, that time is here. It's going to turn to liquid form before it can even clear your throat, but you don't care. All is right in the world at this moment. Hold on to that. You're about to enter a very dark period in your life. 12:37 p.m. First sign of life. The pressure is growing. You've already have about 5 pounds impacted shit in your colon that you basically just drank the safe for humans version of Drano. You feel a poop coming on and you finally think it's time. You're wrong. You get a little snake as a teaser. Take note. This is the last semi-solid thing you will see leaving your body for the next 24 hours. 12:57 p.m. That little science experiment you got cooking is about to reach its boiling point. Your stomach is angry now. It hates you. You can feel it. You have exactly 0.3 seconds to make it to the nearest toilet, but you can't run. Never run. You pray to God there is enough elasticity in your butthole to keep the gates closed 5 more steps as you start to undo your pants to save valuable time. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. 12:58. Sweet Mother Mary of God. This is real life. Your cheeks barely hit the seat and all hell breaks loose. The shit, the water, the mixture you just created comes out with such force that it actually sprays the back of the toilet bowl at a 45-degree angle, thus deflecting it in every direction but down. Is that
You're
blood?
washing a spoon.
Is that blood? False alarm! That's just the remnants of the cherry pie you ate at Thanksgiving when you were 5. The smell is horrid. The sound is frightening. You try to clench what's left of your asshole to soften the blow, but it's not working. The whole house just hear your liquid shit fart as it gurgles out your ass. 1:06 to 8:30 p.m. Everything's a blur. You have shit out everything you have ever eaten since the day you were born. Everything your ancestors has ever eaten since the early 1800s, and your asshole now feels like like you have a flaming hot Cheeto and the tears of 1,000 jalapeno seeds stuck to it. You're now curled up in a bathtub, ugly crying because you have to remain within arm's reach of the toilet at all times. You have to poop sweats. You meet Jesus. 8:37 p.m. Your family will never be able to unsee the things they've seen in the last 8 hours. You're broken. Your asshole's broken. Your spirit's broken. Life as you know it will never be the same, but tomorrow's a new day. You're going to wake up, throw on the remaining pair of underwear you have that doesn't have a shit stain on it, and you're going to run up to Target with the last shred of dignity you have left and buy yourself a new toilet brush. You've earned it. To ease the amount of threats per messenger, putting unknown wasn't. So here is my story. Please do not buy the magnesium citrate. It only causes what feels like almost death, but yet you still make it out alive.
Yeah, so I was right. I was like, that says something here. No,
Yeah.
That's wow. That's she paints a picture. She paints a picture. At a toilet bowl, really. Yeah.
Oh man.
I'll share it on my Facebook,
Oh my
and then I'll
God.
tag you in it, and then if you want, you can share it to
That's
the
awesome.
Discord.
When did they write that?
They wrote that I shared this. What was it? 2 years ago
Oh.
on my Facebook? Oh no, a year ago. I found it a year ago, and I shared it so I would be able to find it
That's
again.
funny. It's always good when people can make fun of themselves.
I'm literally crying over here. Oh hell.
I'm
What
gonna
are we
tag.
sitting at here?
We're probably sitting at over
It's
2 hours.
1:15.
Huh?
It's 1:15.
What time is that?
About 2 hours.
2 hours, 13 minutes.
Yep.
Shall we?
I think
shall.
it's time because we got some D2 to play.
Guys.
But great story. That was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Well, we have come to an end tonight. We will be back on Tuesday. What we will probably do is
Well, we're
will-
definitely waxing.
Yeah,
them.
we're definitely waxing.
Yeah, that's happening.
But we will talk amongst ourselves, and we might do donations for the parts. But apparently, he's definitely getting his asshole waxed.
Definitely.
That's gonna happen.
100%.
Let's be okay to this. I don't remember saying okay to this.
I don't think you said okay to the last thing either, really.
No,
It's okay.
they just asked Vinny for 500, and he got kicked in the balls.
I think you threw it out there that if it did happen, you would let it happen. Believing that it would never happen.
Yeah. Yeah. But guys, I'm Iron Business 01.
Akali.
Kelly Bash.
And Mr. Blue, no dummy.
We'll see you guys on Tuesday. We will put up votes, and we'll see you till then. So, as always, take care of each other, help each other, love one another, be good humans.
Peace.
We'll see you guys on Tuesday.